SRBTV, another special one. I am Kristen.
And I'm Nick Slade.
And of course, for those who don't know, Mr. Slade, what do you do?
I am a professional freelance writer. I write both prose and also working on some screenplays, but I also write articles, including for Florida Geek Scene, where I now have a new weekly wrestling blog called Spandex and Suplexes.
Speaking of wrestling, that's why we're here today. So, for the next few batches of SRBTV episodes, Mr. Nick Slade here will be joining me for what we're calling the new era of professional wrestling. Because this week, the season premiere of WWE shows are NXT's launching, having a big 2-hour, what people are calling a mini takeover. And of course, there's the big season premiere episode of SmackDown, which, cross my fingers for the giant fist. So, for this one, we are taking a look, of course, at the series premiere of AEW's Dynamite. Wednesday Night Dynamite. Hell yeah. We've been keeping up with AEW in our own times, but for the most part, Double or Nothing was good. I wouldn't say I would call mini pay-per-views were all that great, you know.
I highly enjoyed Fyter Fest.
Fyter Fest was enjoyable. Fight for a Fall was enjoyable, but they weren't like, you know what I'm thinking. They weren't like what Double or Nothing was, what All In was.
Well, they were B pay-per-views.
Yeah, they were B. So like, they were good, but they weren't like what we got for like All In, All Out, and Double or Nothing. So
yeah, being there live at Fyter Fest was really awesome.
So here we go, because there's a couple things we need to talk about aside from the match card. Like, for one thing, apparently AEW grabbed Impact's production company or something like that?
That's been highly overblown. From what I've read, Impact Anthem, their parent company, was in negotiations with multiple production teams. That was just one of them.
Right.
So AEW, they needed a good production team. They got an Impact is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, Impact. It's weird, because I agree with our friend Kent Ward on this, which is, it's weird. Why didn't Impact have the people they got locked down, you know?
It's because they're in negotiations with multiple teams.
I just find it weird. It's like Impact is trying to start up again. They're now majority shareholder of Access TV. Impact's on there. We don't know the status of New Japan now on Access, now that they're on there. And it's just weird how they grabbed it out of nowhere. But it's one of the things I've been hoping they fix. Because for me personally, production value has not been there yet for the AEW events. Yeah. There have been very glaring botches. Like, even I'm not good at noticing botches sometimes. So, like, I've been getting better at it, but like, it's obvious. Like, you know, we saw during All Out the little the Apple like mic thing being muted, yes. Or like the wrong competitor scroll for like guys like Jimmy Havoc and SCU. You know, they're all of them jumbled up, and there's been obvious. So I'm hoping with this whole whatever production they grab helps them out, because they do need it. They have the money, they have the talent. They just need the production quality. Yeah. Okay, so. And
speaking of that, we didn't have to mention before the great news that Impact will now be on Tuesday nights. The only that hold this SmackDown's leaving.
So now Mondays will be Raw. Tuesdays will be Impact. Wednesday will be NXT and AEW. Thursdays will be NXT UK, and Fridays will be SmackDown. And then now confirmed still being alive, 205 Live. For now, yeah. I know there's a couple people.
It's only for now.
But we're getting off track. We're getting into the what we're calling the new Wednesday Night Wars and stuff like that. Let's get into this. Angel, what's your case?
We got a needy puppy here.
A very needy puppy. You just gotta stay here. So we're gonna get into the match card for Dynamite, because like we said, NXT is having a stack with people are calling a mini takeover with like 3 title matches. Yeah. So like, and I told you before we started recording that they're opening with the NXT title match between Riddle and Cole. Yeah. So, okay, so let's start with this. The first match I see here is, I have a match card list I found, which is for the Elite, which is Omega and the Bucks, versus Chris Jericho and the now AEW All Elite former LAX guys of Santana and Ortiz, which I believe are being called Los Boricuas. I don't know. I forgot their actual names. I believe I'm just going off of that. But okay, so this is, of course, a big match. Of course, you got the Elite. They're an amazing competitor. They're already making competitor. Like, you have an entire series on YouTube to show how well-known and how talented they are.
Yeah.
And, you know, of course, then there's the problem we have with Kenny Omega. If you've been keeping up with being the Elite, he hasn't quite been himself a while. He's only won, since joining AEW, he's only won one match against CIMA at 5 Foot or Fallen.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
His bigger profile matches, he's lost. So
yeah, I did, when we were watching All Out, I was shocked that Pac won, considering how last minute that match was.
Yeah. So my question to you is, what form of Kenny Omega are we getting tonight?
I think a more desperate Kenny Omega, a more heelish Kenny Omega. I think he was already hinting at a more heel persona in his promos against Jon Moxley. Mm-hmm. I think he'll still be going full heel, like his old cocky self. I don't know.
Now, that's the question I'm concerned about because of the last episode we saw of being the Elite, which is, it doesn't look like it's going to be the cleaner Kenny Omega. So are we getting a new heel psychotic form of Kenny whose losses have like damaged his mind in a way? You know, which version of Kenny do you think we're getting tonight? If it's not going to be the cleaner.
You know, you never know. Kenny has a really long career. He's a very creative wrestler.
Right.
It'd be interesting. Maybe something completely new that we haven't seen before.
That's true. It could be something completely different we see out of nowhere, like an RKO.
Three most dangerous letters in all sports entertainment.
We know the Young Bucks are fine, but of course they're concerned with Kenny's like mental state, you know, especially going into this match because you have on the other side of things, because in my opinion, I think Jericho's winning this match before we get. But on the other side,
champion.
Yeah, he's the little bit of Mr. A little bit of the bubbly Chris Jericho. His tag teams were revealed on last night's countdown special for AEW Dynamite to be Santana or Ortiz, of course. You know, they kind of like destroyed the Lucha Bros post their what was it called, their ladder match at All Out. So you already have that going. They're obviously already starting off as full-on heels for this, especially working with Jericho of all people. So yeah, in my opinion, I think Jericho's winning this one. I think he can't take a loss right now, and I think it's going to easily fuel the story about what's exactly wrong with Kenny, pretty much. This is going to really fuel that curiosity in the general sense. It should be a good match overall. All six members of this match are really good. You know, are very talented, and you know both sides have the tag titles to show it.
Yeah.
Even for Jericho.
Yeah. So
next up, we got the AEW Women's Championship match. We got Nyla Rose versus the. Is she from OEW or is she from a different?
She is from one of the Joshi promotions.
Okay.
I can't recall which one at this moment.
Okay.
There's a few of them, but she has worked with Kenny Omega for years. Anytime Kenny Omega has an intergender match, Riho is his go-to person.
Yeah.
So she does Kenny Omega very well.
So we got Riho, of course, taking on Nyla Rose, and to be perfectly honest, it's really hard to. It's not hard to say who's gonna win this. To be honest, I think Nyla's easily gonna win this. I think, considering Riho, how talented she is, considering her literal stature, I think it's gonna be a good match, and she's gonna put up a hell of a fight. Because I don't think obviously it's not gonna be a squash match. It's gonna be it's obviously gonna be an actual match, and I see Nyla picking it up. Honestly, it makes the most sense, and you know Riho can always win it down the line. I don't think she's quite there yet. But she is going to easily have become one of the new faces of the women's division for AEW now. What do you think?
I personally disagree. I honestly, no offense to either competitor, but I'm not sure why they went with these two of all people. Because AEW's women's roster is pretty stacked. A lot of big names in the outside, especially outside WWE circuit. Like Britt Baker and what's her name? From the British.
Bea Priestley.
Bea Priestley. So
Isn't she still currently a Stardom women's Women's Champ?
Last I heard, she is still the Stardom Champion.
Yeah.
And they also have names like Ali, Awesome Kong, Aja Kong.
Oh, I think they're still going to build up to that match. Won't be surprised if we see a little hints at that with a whole Awesome versus Aja. I think they'll probably save that for another full gear match, most likely.
Riho, I would rather go with Riho because I feel like she's a more seasoned competitor, even though she's so young, because she's been wrestling for a long time.
Yeah.
I feel like Nyla Rose still needs a little work. I think Rose is a little green on the mic and still needs a little work in the ring.
Yeah.
But Rose definitely has a lot of potential.
Yeah. Yeah, Rose, I think, has potential. It's just weird. Honestly, I was expecting it to be like Britt versus like Priestley or Britt versus Nyla Rose at least. It's surprising that Britt lost that what do they call it, the Casino Battle Royale match. So like, I'm wondering where to go with that. But like after here, I think it's gonna be Nyla. It's gonna be one of those move forcers. One of those things again.
Well, you can't always go by size, because you remember the first when Impact back when they were TNA, when they determined their first ever Knockouts champion, Awesome Kong was in that match. They ended up going with Gail Kim.
True.
And that led to one of the greatest women's rivalries of all time between Gail Kim and Awesome Kong.
Yeah, and so it could go either way. My mind's still on Nyla. I guess there's history there because Nyla, of course, is transgender. So like, they could try to make history tonight. So that's probably another reason I'm probably going for Nyla. They want to make history on their first episode, pretty much. So that's my guess. But if Riho wins, I would still be fine with that overall. I think she's very talented in the few matches.
She's very good.
I have seen her from AEW. She's really put on a good show so far. Probably a little work here and there, but like overall, good stuff overall.
Yeah, if you go to my Twitter, I retweeted a really good anime style art that someone did of Kenny and Riho together.
Yeah. So it's weird too how Kenny's helping with the women's division too. I found that kind of surprising when I first heard about that, but considering Kenny's experience with his time during his time in Japan and how many people he's actually legitimately helped out, I'm not really surprised. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's a really good pick. Hopefully down the road, do they have any like female trainers for the female wrestlers yet?
I can't recall at this time. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah, I don't recall.
But I don't know if it necessarily has to be a women's code. I think having won't be great, but if you recall, during the higher point of the Divas era, when you had like Melina and Mickie James, although they were being trained by Fit Finlay, and he was the head of that women's division. He was responsible for the better parts of that era.
Right. Yeah. Good point. So I think it's gonna be a good match.
Yeah.
I may be doubting myself, but it's probably going to be a little botchy considering it's a much bigger person versus a much smaller person, so there may be a little hiccups here and there, but I think it's going to be a good women's match overall.
And yes, like I said, no offense to Nyla Rose. I just feel like Rose just needs some more experience, and that's why.
Yeah, she's getting there. Like there was obviously a botch at the end of the Casino Battle Royale where she kind of eliminated people a bit too soon. Yeah. So so next up, we have Hangman Page versus the Bastard Pac. So once again, like you brought up earlier, All Out, Pac got a surprising win against Kenny Omega, because I honestly thought it was going to be Omega winning, but it's actually Pac winning. So I feel like Pac has a future world title opportunity down the road. Mm-hmm. When? Who knows? They've already confirmed that they're not going to pull WWE and have like a pay-per-view a month. They're saying at most like 4 to 6 a year, pretty much, for pay-per-views. Cody. People asked Cody that during the last big press conference call.
One thing I think they could do, like Impact Wrestling is doing, they're doing like 4 or so big shows a year, but they also do a number of specials. So
with that being said, we have Hangman Page, who lost to Chris Jericho, sadly enough, but I think Pac's gonna win. I think this is beginning of build-up for Hangman to get better, to improve. This is a good way to build him up, because like when it comes to Full Gear, if it's Cody or Sammy at Full Gear, I still think Jericho's going to retain. I don't think
I do not.
I don't think that title is changing hands. So maybe maybe Double or Nothing too. Maybe perhaps. I'm not sure. But whoever wins this, I think it's gonna be Pac. I think not only will it help build up Pac a bit more since he hasn't been part of the AEW brand since he first announced. He just showed up at All Out. So this will help because you build him up because he's really good. He honestly really is. We got Hangman. This loss will help build up his character of trying to fight for that second world title opportunity.
Yeah, old school underdog.
Old school underdog. And I think down the road he could get obviously you could get another title opportunity. I definitely see a title win down the road for Hangman.
Oh yeah, down the road.
But he needs a better build up. He started with the promo stuff for All Out. He needs to continue moving that momentum forward with Dynamite.
Yes, I disagree with you. I thought I was really happy that Jericho was the first.
Yeah, I admit we watched All Out together, and I got a bit pissy about it. But I think I'm calmed down about it. And it's of course Jericho's attitude about everything, especially that post stuff with the little bit of the bullet. That helped me.
Did you see a page like AEW go viral like that? It's like no. Jericho is just. He was a smart choice, their first champion, because AEW, they're trying to compete. Well, they say they're not trying to compete with WWE, in a way they are, but they can't just attract just the hardcore wrestling base. They gotta get those more mainstream viewers, and Jericho is a mainstream name, even with people who haven't watched WWE in a long time. Mm-hmm. There's also that group of wrestling fans who stopped watching altogether when WCW and ECW went out of business, who they want to also attract.
Yeah, I've one of my brother's old coworkers. He got into AEW. He was really impressed by what they were promising. He's been a fan of it. He's been posting about wrestling. It's just so weird because he's usually more of a UFC guy, more of an MMA guy, and so it's weird how he's like jumping onto this whole AEW bandwagon, And I like that. I like what AEW bring. Well, I like when pro wrestling in general brings in new fans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But you agree, though, it's definitely probably going to be Pac tonight winning?
I see Pac winning tonight. The feud is obviously not going to be over. I see them having a rematch at Full Gear with possibly Page winning there.
Yeah.
Probably more stipulation. I can see them making a street fight or something, some kind of no-holds-barred
But
match.
do you think if Pac wins tonight and Hangman wins, say, at Full Gear, do you think that's just a bit shady 50-50 booking?
Not necessarily, because 50-50 booking is when you have them trade wins every single week. When you space it out between a number of months, like different pay-per-views, I don't think it's that bad.
Oh yeah, we're still like a month out from. We're still roughly a month out from Full Gear. So.
Like you do the old formula, have them face it in tag matches and get wins over, and then you got someone dominating. They do need to avoid that 50-50 booking where one guy wins one week, the other guy wins the other week. That especially Raw's guilty of.
Oh, my least favorite was when it was Banks versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's title.
Oh, that hot potato feud.
I did not like. I would have minded a 50-50 booking if it did involve the title, but it kept involving the title. And now Charlotte's a 9-time champion.
I always find that kind of weird when they act like that's such a cool thing. I was like, yeah, that means she lost it 8 times in that short amount of time. Like, oh, it took Ric Flair years to get to this point. Yeah, because he had very lengthy title reigns.
But in Jerome, we both agree Pac, pretty much.
I'm going with Pac.
Okay, so, of course, we talked about this a bit earlier. The opening match, Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara. Cody.
There's no way Sammy's going to face Jericho in the main event. He's just not there yet. He's a great talent, but he's not ready to main event a major pay-per-view.
I was going to try to build this up, but
I don't.
I was gonna try to build this up a bit, like a maybe, because of course, like you said, we got Cody, of course, and he hasn't done too bad. His record in AEW has been decent for the most part.
We lost that one tag match at
Fight for the Fawn, which was fine, and now we have him going against out of nowhere Sammy Guevara, who is a heel. I watched Being Elite, and he didn't start off, but then I slowly started to understand, and maybe it's, I know, there's probably like a 1% chance, or 0.5% chance that, maybe Sammy wins tonight.
Yeah, especially when Cody said, "Oh, Sam beats me, he'll replace me against Jericho." I was like,
because it feels, because I know it's probably most likely gonna be Cody. I feel like their course is gonna lead into MJF finally turning on Cody come Full Gear, that may make the main event match at Full Gear a lot more interesting than originally thought.
If he does turn on, it'll probably be at Full Gear.
Yeah. So up next, this is presumably a squash match. It's the Salt of the Earth, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, taking on the Elite's, the Young Bucks' best camera buddy, Brandon Cutler, Mr. Cosplay himself. You know, in all likelihood, this is not going to be a squash match. Obviously, MJF is probably going to most likely going to pick up the win.
MJF has to win. He's done a really good job, established himself as a very cocky, charismatic heel. He's basically what EC3 wishes he was right now. Poor EC3.
Yeah, I think overall Brandon Cutler can take the loss.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I don't see it being told squash match. I see Cutler because they've been building this up for weeks with MJF getting a lot of attention on Twitter by having a lot of more athletic people in the nerdy community responding to his anti-Dungeons and Dragons post.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't even realize he was a wrestler. Like, who is this guy? It's like
now, of course, is the tag team tournament start tonight?
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't have here listed on the site I went to listed the first match for the tag team tournament tonight. But you know, we can talk a bit about it then. But even though it hasn't popped up on here, who do you expect winning, or at least going to the finals? If you can't think of a winner right now,
I think.
Because I know, like, the first round match, or one of the first round matches is, I believe, next week, which is going to be tonight or next week, which is Private Party versus the Young Bucks.
That'll be next week because the Young Bucks are wrestling tonight, and
definitely.
You don't want to go with the. You would think the Young Bucks being the first chance would be a little too obvious, like Kenny Omega not being the first AEW World Champion would have been too obvious. So I could see that. I don't know if they'll lose in the opening round. That would be a huge shocker. But I could see either Lucha Bros or Young Bucks making it to the finals. I'd be happy with any team but the Dark Order. I'm not honestly impressed with that team.
You know what? I think one of them went on Twitter, said he's happy he has like a full-time job now with AEW, and I'm really happy for him. I want this disclaimer out of the way because I'm like, I agree with you, but like disclaimer is like, you know, I understand that, you know, most indie stars have really been happy at AEW show up, giving them contracts, giving them a steady paycheck, you know, an actual steady paycheck. But yeah, I do agree. Dark Order, I feel like is like it's technically the only heel team on in this tournament, aren't they? No, yeah, because like Angelico and Jack Evans aren't in this. Because since Dark Order won,
yes.
they automatically get a bye into the semifinals.
Oh, it does remind me, they're calling them now Jurassic Express.
Oh, Jurassic Express, that's right.
I can see them, like, honestly, one of my favorite storylines from when the SmackDown Live era started was when Heath Slater and Rhino became the first SmackDown Tag Team Champions. You could see a unexpected team becoming the first champions. Like, especially a fan favorite team.
So, yeah, for me personally, I'm going to say Private Party. You know, if for both making it to finals and winning, if they don't win, I still see them at least making it to the finals. I honestly feel like the Young Bucks winning, it goes in there with that whole like, oh, they won because, you know, they more or less run the tag team division. Private Party has shown since they debuted, has showed so much potential. Like their pre-show match for All Out was freaking amazing.
Oh yes.
Really great stuff. I didn't know that the Jamaican bobsled team was taking on the Orlando Magic in that match. But no, they have shown real talent in the few matches they've showed really good talent.
Yeah, they're a really good team that AEW picked up. I honestly never heard of them before AEW.
I don't see. Part of me doesn't see them winning because of what we discussed before about Jericho winning over Hangman at All Out. I can see him putting it on a vet to get more eyes on the company. So I could see Young Bucks winning as well. So what do you think?
They probably want to have a little variety on who their first champions are for each belt. Like, it made sense for Jericho because it's their main world title, and you definitely want to get eyes on your programs, and Jericho made sense. The tag titles, I feel like you can be a little more open to who your first champions are. Because, like I said, the first SmackDown Tag Team Champion were Heath Slater and Rhino. So,
and I love that.
That was a great story.
That was one of the best stories SmackDown first put out, and really proved themselves in the long run with that. Okay, I'm gonna look up the tag team bracket just to confirm. Yeah, Dark Order has a buy-in.
They have a buy-in because they won that match against Best Friends.
Yes.
Oh, they have Best Friends. I would like to see them. Honestly, I'm honestly.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I see Dark Order making it to the finals. They are technically the only heel tag team in this tournament.
Yeah, I can see it. Well, possibly. Like, if Best Friends make it to the second round, I can see them getting their revenge on the Dark Order.
But still lose. I still think they would lose, though.
We'll see. It's like, the thing about tournaments, they're highly unpredictable. Like, if you told me a few weeks ago that Chad Gable would make it to the finals of King of the Ring, I would have laughed, which I was very happy at.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Dark Order, Private Party in the finals. I think Private Party is gonna sneak out win. Dark Order has proven it. They've built up Dark Order already from Double or Nothing to where we are now with them. Whether we've liked them or not, they have had a build up.
I just can't tell if I'm supposed to take them. They're supposed to be scary or silly.
They're supposed to be scary, but they're coming off as silly.
Yeah, they're coming out very silly, especially when you have the guys in the mask rubbing each other. I'm like, what is that?
Okay, so last few things before we get started checking out this a big event is, of course, a couple things. We are probably going to get a couple surprises.
Yes.
So we're probably going to get some more surprise sign-ins. We may get the debut of that one guy we saw beating up people in that vignette they showed during All Out.
Oh, yes.
Like, apparently he's had some experience in indie stuff, but like...
What was his name again?
I don't remember.
It was some interesting kind of name.
Waldlow or something like that? Wardlow?
Wardlow, that was it.
Yeah, Wardlow.
Wardlow, yes.
Like, do you think Wardlow is going to be showing up?
Possibly. I could see probably a bigger name we haven't heard signed, because if you remember, like, the first ever Nitro was with Rick Rude. Was it Lex Luger or Rick? It was Rick Rude.
It was the big surprise was during the first Nitro episode, freaking Lex Luger showed up out of nowhere just to do this.
Yeah, it was Lex Luger.
You know,
they were at the Mall of America. Yeah.
So, do you think there's going to be a Lex Luger equivalent tonight that shows up?
Possibly.
Because okay, of course, the biggest thing, of course, is John Morrison. There's, of course, the rumor about who he's signing with next. There's that talk about him re-signing with WWE. He knocked that down.
Yeah.
He did show up in an episode of Being Elite not too long ago in a skit with Jurassic Express. So, with Taya Valkyrie herself as well. So,
it's with Taya still with Impact, so you never...
So, I say John Morrison's going to show up tonight on AEW. Probably call himself Johnny Elite. I honestly think that's a good name for him.
The wrestler with 1,000 surnames. So.
The wrestler that needs to be a T-shirt. AEW needs to hear that and make that a T-shirt. Of course, that's
royalties, guys. You gotta get royalties.
That's probably gonna be the biggest. I think easily that's gonna be the surprise of the night is John Morrison showing up. There could be a couple others. I don't know. AEW has shown they can really pull out a surprise out of nowhere. Yeah. Like when Mercedes Martinez showed up at one point, when Awesome Kong showed up at one point.
Yeah, that's why I'm very, very excited for tonight, because it's the start of a new era. Like, you never know what's going to happen.
And of course, Moxley has to show up tonight. He has to show up tonight, right? Jon Moxley has to show up tonight. He already said he will be 100% by the time the premiere will be happening.
Yeah, he could be the one who cost Omega the match tonight.
He could show... No, I could see him losing, the Bucks leaving because they don't know how to deal with Kenny. Then Moxley showing up and beating the shit out of Omega.
We'll see.
To probably get himself built up again. It is still sad he can't proclaim on AEW that he's New Japan's US champ. Still currently.
Yeah.
So, Moxley's going to show up.
It's kind of interesting because I was originally hearing that Moxley was only supposed to be with New Japan until Dynamite started. But now he's out saying that he will be at Wrestle Kingdom.
Of course, remember what AEW's policy right now is, of course, that, if you're wrestling in the U.S., you wrestle exclusively for AEW. Outside the country, you're completely fine. So hence why they've been completely alright with him going to New Japan. New Japan and AEW are not on real good terms right now, but AEW is still playing it smart by letting their guys, those that are signed, go over pretty much to do their stuff. The other big surprise could be Marty Scurll. Sadly not with Villain Enterprises.
Not tonight. His contract isn't up till December.
We'll see. He's been hinting.
Oh, absolutely not. Ring of Honor will not let him out his contract early.
I don't think. No, I'm not saying he's gonna be like wrestling, and maybe AEW worked out with something Ring of Honor where he can make an appearance, but not really.
I highly doubt it. Ring of Honor definitely sees AEW competition.
I think that would be the legit biggest surprise.
It would
like,
be a
John Morrison.
surprise.
John Morrison Johnny Elite will still be a surprise, but that would be the biggest surprise of the night. You know, save for that certain guy from Chicago. So, I know we're not going to get into that because we've already gone for like 30 minutes on this. So like 30 or 40 minutes on this. But yeah, I think the biggest surprise could be John Morrison. Biggest surprise could be Marty Scurll making an appearance, not having a match, but making an appearance to have people talking. So we'll have to wait and see on that. My opinion, I think Marty, if he comes, should convince the rest of the members of Villain Enterprise to join him. Because from what I've heard, his stable has been doing good for themselves. Especially with the whole twist about Flip turning heel as well.
Yeah, I just highly doubt any of that's going to happen.
No, I have to always, if you ever watch me and my brother's reviews for like E3 press conference, we always have to think dreams.
Yeah.
Dreams. Like, I'm still waiting for a Legend of Dragoon PlayStation 1 remake. And that still hasn't happened. But it's always at the top of my list. You gotta dream big. There's guys I follow online who always think says to dream big. You have to dream big. So my biggest surprise easily would be Marty Scurll making an appearance at the very least.
That would be a mess.
And commentary is gonna be good as well. So.
Yeah, you got Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross,
and Excalibur, of course.
Excalibur, and like JR and Schiavone are two of the best announcers ever, especially in modern era.
Yeah.
And it'd be fun.
So yeah, so let's get into this. This is our reaction highlights. Of course, this is the rest of me can't put the whole thing on. This is our reaction highlights to the series premiere episode of AEW
Dynamite.
Wednesday Night Dynamite. So here we go.
Oh.
Then now for
TV 14. All right.
nice.
Woo! Pyro!
I don't know. I still think the logo needs work for Dynamite.
It's alright.
Everybody's doing pyro now.
Jim Ross. Let's go.
Hey! Was that Jason Mewes? That was Jason Mewes is there. Cool.
Man, they packed that place.
Yeah. Ah, there's the man.
Tony Schiavone.
I was talking about Excalibur, but that works too.
I like Excalibur. Man, the two voices of the Monday Night Wars are the commentary team.
We're now on the Wednesday Night Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the voice Facebook and Twitter until we finish watching NXT air tonight.
Around the world joining us here tonight for All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. So many main event level matches, Tony, including Hangman. The Master Pac will be going up against Hangman and Page.
Hey, look, the stills are dancing.
Chicago becoming the first AEW champion. I just think you like saying bastard. But it ain't an event. And yes, sir, night of the ladies here tonight. The first
Alright, let's go. Here we go.
Women's World Champion will be crowned right here tonight in Washington, D.C. when the native beast, Nyla Rose, takes on Riho.
I just gotta like these other things.
Ladies and gentlemen, a star-studded six-man tag team matchup.
Oh, wow.
Star power is All Elite. Is Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, against Chris Jericho.
It's weird seeing Kenny Omega and the Bucks on a weekly television series now. It really is weird.
It's a major matchup, an important matchup, and here's the story about Cody.
Well, the Young Bucks did wrestle Ring of Honor's weekly show.
Guys, it kind of feels like it
Okay, so
smells
we're getting
like,
to
I don't
talking
know,
about
it
the
seems
first
like
match.
this is a revolution.
It's just really exciting. This is the pressure.
You hear it, apparently he in that media call, he's like, yeah, I can use my last name, but I don't feel like it. I can use the last name, but I don't feel like it.
Dynamic athlete. great wrestler. And he has a chance now in the very first match to face you.
It should be a good match.
I can imagine
I
that
personally, I haven't seen
is going to be more
much from
focused,
Sammy.
more ready
What do you
than
think of
any match
Sammy?
he's ever had in his life.
Cody said it recently. He's full of potential. I think it's obvious Cody's overlooking me. He's got so many other things where his focus is at.
Well,
We're going to be the very first match on TNT in almost 20 years. I know what I have in my mind heading towards Full Gear.
Right.
And I'm definitely not the type of individual that would overlook anybody.
Sure.
But then I say that.
And then what happened with Cody
And the
Spears,
last thing
with
I want is
Sean
for him
Spears?
to get
I don't say Cody
embarrassed.
Spears.
This is the
I think
biggest
Cody looks
match
better with blonde
of
hair.
my life. Not just my career, but my life. And it may not be for Cody, but 100%.
Yeah, I could have more use in him with
100%
blonde
of my
hair
focus
than
on beating
brunette.
Cody.
If I take a loss to Sammy Guevara, that changes the title match. I feel that pressure more than anything.
Because Sammy Guevara is going to show you what I've always known, and the world's about to find out, is that I am the best ever.
Well, this matchup is so important, ladies and gentlemen, for both men.
They need to work on that. That looks like he has a black eye. Cody looks like he has a black eye on his left eye.
Looks like he's wearing eyeliner.
Probably is.
There we go. I love those tunnels. It's like old school Impact. Woo! Great set. Woo! Fire.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's first show. Blow out.
Yeah. It's weird. He's the first AEW AEW wrestler to have a draw in the brand. Here, Cody. That's Cody's first. Cody has a first draw in their company. That place is packed.
That's a WWE size arena.
And they were into him as soon as he arrived. There was chance of Cody going on in the arena before the show even began. He has resonated with this crowd.
Say it once to say again. Cody's a lucky man. Damn, when I first saw Brand New Rose, I'm like, cool. Cool. I make no promises. Ah, the only team drinking sunglasses. I feel like we should have made a drinking game out of this. Like, take a shot of some tea every time we see like a WWE t-shirt or NXT prop. Like just
They're all AEW's Karen. They're all wrestling. That's interesting. Ooh, neat.
One thing I'm also hoping for is that we do get a different set eventually. Like maybe like just for pay-per-views, you know?
But definitely do multiple pay-per-views.
Like I don't mind, like, you know, for WWE, I don't mind when it's the same set for their pay-per-views. I really don't. Yeah, because I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know, I just want to see the wrestling, to be honest. But like with AEW, you really gotta like show like we're about to joke you, so you gotta have like unique sets for the pay-per-views.
I disagree. Like, I I miss like those how each pay-per-view had a theme. Especially, I loved it when
Oh no, last part what I'm saying is that's what I'm saying. What AEW does is change up the different sets, like pay-per-view sets. Like keep that one they have, but for the pay-per-views, each one can be different.
Yeah. Like one of my favorite things about WCW was their unique set, especially for Bash at the Beach and Havoc.
Yeah. Oh look, I already spot a regular from WWE there. Look, it's green shirt guy. And it's weird. Have you ever just taken account into the regulars of like wrestling fans? The more recognizable one I see nowadays is the long-haired bearded dude with his mom. There.
There's also the Hulk Hogan impersonator.
Hulk Hogan impersonator. Guy who always wears a red ball cap and like the blue shirt.
I think that was the sound guy who's been he always did the sign.
I don't think they believe him quite yet. Can you mention the Butterflies that you're the first wrestling match on TNT since 2001? Right out of the gate. I mean, that's a special moment. That really is.
It works really well for wrestling. It's like
Hugely special moment. Sammy Guevara, though.
Oh yeah, this is why usually this is who I used to watch the WWE stuff.
Cody goes for the sweep. Sammy goes over the top. Pinning predicament. Rolls him through. And Cody immediately retreats to the outside.
Regrouping. Rethinking it. Obviously, Guevara is very motivated in the early going.
Ben Spears ratings.
Dan O'Rourke.
This matchup with Cody. Cody, the former state champion wrestler from the state of Georgia.
Oh man, he acting all tranquilo up in this bitch.
You're no Naito, Sammy. I'm sorry.
From last year high school in Marietta, Georgia, so many of his amateur matches when he was in high school. Oh, Jim. And we saw at Fyter Fest when Cody took on Darby Allin. Darby's speed and agility gave Cody fits, and he had to really break him down, try to wrestle him, try to turn it into
I found that nice. Apparently Max even had a shit title run.
Yeah, it was not an exciting ring. They should have gone more.
Cody bigger, stronger.
They still could if they Ring of Honor does resign.
They need to make his mysterious
That was a great counter.
Yeah, man. They Villain Enterprises look really dominant. Because I've heard they're already dominant, but like they need to seal the deal. I hope Imperium does it eventually, and I know Undisputed Era, as of this recording, have done it as well. Do eventually need the title.
Speaking of which, I have a theory on why Imperium is on the main NXT. Because they have War Games coming out. And I'm sure all members of Undisputed Era will be defending their titles at next TakeOver, so they need a team to compete with War Games. So it'll probably be Imperium against Kushida at NXT.
It's going to be Imperium, Breezango, Kushida, and
somebody else.
Probably, no, it will probably be Lorcan, Birch, and Dunn.
Sammy Guevara returning to a vertical base.
My guess. Because remember, Dunn's done great in that War Games match.
Yeah,
They did great last year, so him being part of it again.
Doesn't Trey 7 have a problem?
I'll get to that another time. We're too focused on WWE still.
No man, no person likes to get slapped in the face.
Effortlessly floating up and over the top. And now the power slam. Look at the leg. 2.
Sheds a Buzz Sawyer there, that power slam.
How about that?
I didn't think the first ever referee for AEW match is
Sammy Guevara is a prolific vlogger. Got his YouTube channel, the Panda. And now Cody sinks in. There's a figure 4. Trying to ground
It's cool
Guevara.
seeing more and more women referees on major
Always good to hear a few woos.
Oh yeah, she was the first in AEW to ref a world title match.
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
so.
you say that word on television. I know
It does make it less likely for ref bumps, but you should have those
Guevara
occasionally.
fighting, trying to make it to the bottom rope, but Cody.
I kind of wish they would have a 20 count for the outside. I think one of my favorite things about New Japan is they have a 20 count, because then like they can do a lot of shit in that 20 count.
Yeah, I think Ring of Honor
Got
also
really
has
good
20
length,
count.
both arms and legs. He's able to make it to the ropes from
Well, if you're
places that other guys
listen
would
to
have
the
a lot of trouble.
20 count New Japan, they count faster. So it kind of evens out. There's that funny story during the Cruiserweight Classic where Kota Ibushi or Akira Tozawa, I can't remember, They thought the WWE had 20 counts, so they had to.
It's probably a bullshit.
They thought WWE had 20 counts, so they had when he got counted out, so they had to have. I think Riho come out and restart the match, but they didn't show that on TV.
And, we talked to Cody about the fact that he said if he lost this match that he would give up.
You know, it's weird hearing Shivani again on commentary.
I love Shivani.
It's been ages since he's been on commentary.
He's been doing commentary on MLW.
It put him definitely in the conversation.
And he'll apparently still be working for Major League Wrestling also.
Well, that's cool. I think that was a deal reach out between them and AEW.
Major League Wrestling's coming back to Orlando.
Ooh, the late suplex spot.
I love there's so many major promotions now.
Yeah.
Good time to
Oh yeah, that's the one thing I'd say about stuff like that. About this week overall. Like, I'm not gonna watch all of it. No. Ooh.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched Super J Cup, you know? It's like...
Yeah, I'm behind Impact and Impact stream service is really good.
Oh, jeez. What I like is the crowd's really hot for this, and it's been a fine match so far.
I tell you what he's doing here. He's getting the blood pumping back.
This is Scott Steiner.
Oh god, if Scott Steiner shows up at the end tonight, I'm done. I think I would be done with AEW for like a month.
I love Scott Steiner. Scott Steiner is one of the best.
Those right hands have both been.
Scott Steiner is such a unique, in my opinion, one of the more unique anomalies in professional wrestling.
That math pro from TNA is legendary. He should be in the Impact Hall of Fame just for that.
Headed to Guevara, he's kicking out, he's holding on, both legs are hooked, and another kick out after a good strong 2 count.
Speaking of Scott Steiner, he's teaming up with Petey Williams and a little Petey Pump gimmick and
Cody's
Jordan
gotta realize
Grace
here,
in the
I can't
Chikara
allow
Trios
myself to
tournament.
get frustrated.
King of Trios.
Can't allow himself to get frustrated, and he also has to keep the clock in mind. There's a 20-minute time limit for this matchup. It's already bit him once against Darby Allin. He doesn't want another draw. I think a draw would take Cody out of the title picture, too. We are in our
Well, if it draws, I would assume Cody gets to keep his opportunity.
See how that makes sense. Like, just because he didn't win doesn't mean he lost.
Well,
yeah. Yeah, that's usually nice when it comes to draws.
Trending worldwide, AEW Dynamite. All right, Twitter.
That's nice.
Coming on.
I'm so used to it already from the games. I am not surprised. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Pretty good for AEW.
No, it's good. No, it's really good.
Sammy said this was the biggest night of his life, and he's performing just like that.
Yeah, it's really cool to say that Guevara he gets to share this Cody the first ever match on Dynamite.
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing I have is they actually feels like they need an actual logo for Dynamite now. You know? And I'm fine with what they have now. I'm not in a rush to get it, but I feel like that would help them. I'm not. Oh, stupid. No, I think it would be nice.
Yeah, it's a little plain.
Yeah, it's a little like, eh. Like they kind of came up with it the last second, though they've had it trademarked for apparently months now.
It was on their list.
Oh no! He took out Brandy, not his good-looking wife. No, I like her for so many reasons than just one.
That's weak.
That's weak.
That's weak. Let's take another look if we can.
JR using those late. Not cool.
That's weak. Can you imagine JR saying that's weak, yo? Should be fine.
JR bringing some of that old slang back. It's like 90s slang. That's weak, yo.
Into the ring post goes Cody, and Guevara's got a big advantage right now. Can he
God. You know what? I'm liking this crowd.
Hot crowd, yeah. They know they're hot. I just hope Dynamite stays 2 hours, 3 hours too much for wrestling.
Oh no, it'll stay 2 hours. Hell. Ooh, nice. No. Hell, Triple H has even come out and said, yeah, I'm fine with 2 hours. I can't do it 3 hours.
I did hear though NXT they added an extra 15 minutes for the end of the program.
Yeah, and then Wally's supposed to introduce Street Profits.
That was a trick that the WWE, there was a
9
WWE
years of experience for him. It looks like he's been in
Also,
the
yes,
ring.
NXT is limited.
Oh, don't. Are you gonna do it?
Yeah!
Oh, cheap shot. Disaster
Woo!
kick.
I love that. I love that move.
No.
Oh.
Kicked out. Guevara kicked out on it. With my last black hat. Now that was a 3 count.
What?
Finding out firsthand just how important this is to Sammy Guevara.
Sometimes our favorite commentators say the most random things.
10
Oh, you
minutes
have
have
more
elapsed
now?
here.
I do mean Moro now. Thank you for catching on to that.
Love you, Moro.
I love you, Moro, but
Dead weight
These
is
are the weirdest things.
you find a way to connect pop culture stuff with the most not so relevant things.
Yeah, when you compare War Games
I
to
think
Infinity
maybe
War.
Cody should just go for a pin there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Could be.
Yeah. You know what they call them? High-risk maneuvers. And
I just believe when you go off your feet voluntarily, you're asking for trouble. Both these men now are asking for trouble.
Cody.
Oh!
That was nice.
Two.
That was good. That
What
was
the
good.
hell is it going to take to beat Sammy Guevara here tonight?
Probably a crossroads.
I do like this. Luckily, we predicted it wasn't going to be a squash match.
Obviously, now it's the first match.
And they're helping build up Sammy as well.
I
Oh no, he's hulking. I mean, he's redacting up.
Man, these fans love Cody. Good Lord.
I didn't hear AEW play out a mid-card title, which is good, but there's some talent that made it.
Sammy hooked up.
What do you think it should be called?
He's behind Cody. Sends him
They want to go
into the
old
corner.
school, probably
Back
television
elbow.
title.
Staggers Sammy out towards center.
I hate when, you know what, I don't mind when everything calls television title, but the biggest problem is, for me, a mid-card title should also be defended on pay-per-view as well.
Well, pay-per-view is on TV.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Golf clap, golf clap.
Very nice.
A kick out. A 2
My favorite new version of Spanish Fly, I forgot, I think it's Cedric that does it or something like that. Where it's like right in the middle of the ring, he grabs the guy and they both fly.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Spanish
I don't know
Flies.
what's going on with Cedric.
Sammy.
Oh! Good counter.
That was a beautiful shooting star.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh!
Oh, cheeky win.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good match overall.
Yeah, I always hate the random roll-ups, but that one was a reversal, so it worked. I like those guys. That's fine roll-up. Good job, Cody. Also, it's good to end your matches differently, not use the same move every time.
No, that's fine. No, I like it when that happens in WWE too. Oh. No. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait, 3 people have their hands on. No, can we go back to that? Looks like they were fighting over it.
Forget them.
Wait, no, they've disappeared.
And that's what it took to put away Sammy.
Sammy showed his arrogance at times. Then coached him at the end of the game. I don't know. But Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, some good spots. I would say good spots overall.
Good first match, yeah.
Good first good.
Oh.
I would say in my opinion a solid opener.
Yeah.
Sammy, though, this is such tremendous agility.
Look, that alone, that was really impressive.
And very nearly scored the victory here, but Randy rattling the brain of Guevara. And Cody, I mean, this is really where the thing turned.
Yeah, to answer your question, I have no idea what's going on with Cedric. I mean, he came out with a new T-shirt on Monday, so I feel like if you have a T-shirt, that means somebody has faith in you.
Here at AEW Dynamite.
And you also know what's weird? There's currently only 3 matches currently set for Hell in a Cell, and
That
it's
is
Sunday.
weird.
And apparently there's a reason for it. Oh, Tony's down there. Oh, hold on a sec. Dude's in tears. Come on. It's only your first match. You'll get over it.
All right, how about that?
Oh.
Kick his ass. Kick it. No. This is face speech.
You can have a respect now. It's WWE.
Yeah. Whoa, what? Oh, Jericho.
Jackson. I saw Jericho.
A little bit the bubbly.
I love that shit.
I gotta listen to that podcast where he talked about just how how not surprised, how surprised he was about that line getting over.
Yeah, I really like Jericho's podcast. I originally got into watching the interview he did with Don Callis and Scott the War about Impact.
Yeah.
But apparently Jericho and I share some similar interests. We're both into UFOs and Sasquatches and all that kind of stuff, so we have a lot of guests on there for that.
Codebreaker. Or semi-codebreaker.
It's pretty weird approach to do that.
Yeah, this is weird. Like, I hate keep on bringing up AEW, you know that?
Like,
But,
I'm not putting my picture-in-picture, I just think this is a weird moment to do it.
yeah, this is like the worst time to do
Jill
it.
has heart failure. And
I'm sorry, Jill, you have heart failure, but what the
Jill
fuck?
has Entresto.
I
Heart
did
failure
hear
pill
rumors
helps
that
keep people alive out of the
AEW
hospital. Don't take
was
Entresto
going to have to do a lot of
cause harm or
ads
death to
tonight.
an unborn baby.
Do it
Don't
during
take Entresto
them.
with an ACE
During like the middle of the match or something.
Yeah, not the middle of the attack.
The most serious
I mean,
side
look at
effects
that.
are
I don't know, this
angioedema,
seems
low blood
off.
pressure, kidney
Yeah, I'm not a
problems,
fan of
or high
this.
blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Where to next?
Yeah, my family says I write better in person than I do print.
They're an
No
Irish
pause,
picture.
no sweetness, all smiles.
I don't know, I just learned and just never stopped.
Crack a smile.
Wireless
It's a pain in
network
the ass
plans are
to
so
both write notes.
confusing. America's
And they
most
switch to
reliable
page.
network.
Yeah,
The
when I heard
nation's
this,
largest and most
the law school
reliable
stopped
network.
teaching
The best
person.
network is
Like,
even
well,
better.
there's a reason
Best,
you gotta learn
fastest,
cursive
fastest,
because a lot of our
enough.
founding documents are written in
Sprint's doing
cursive.
things differently.
Yeah.
They're offering a new 100%
Though I
total
do not like the
satisfaction
cursive
guarantee.
version of
I mean, I think
Lazy.
Sprint's network and savings are
I
great,
don't,
but don't
it's
just take my
stupid.
word for it.
Eh.
Try it out and decide for
Jerry
yourself.
Randall with the bell.
Or
Switch to Sprint
letter
and get
Q,
an
for that
unlimited
matter,
plan
right?
and one of the newest phones included for just $35 a
Oh,
month.
come on, man. This could be.
Yeah, you couldn't hear Jim Ross say, that man has a family. Like, look
Dude. I do like this commercial, though. Them talking like the only. Like.
at that.
Told you, Richie, no more commercials.
He's idle again.
I don't even care how much they gonna put. All right then.
Gold Street Car, Frank Point, bringing him from ashore.
It's got a camera.
Wait, taking the guy's camera?
Name one
What is
other
AEW
restaurant that
doing?
makes their barbecue with
Oh, he
brown
did
sugar
this,
bacon
there's
and sauce
in
with
New
Kentucky
Japan.
bourbon that's been
Speaking of
aged
Go
in
Straight to
charred
Breakpoint,
oak
apparently,
barrels.
do you know how in Breath of the Wild
And we
you
have a
can
drive-thru.
go straight to Calamity Ganon and fight him?
Have
Apparently in Breakpoint they're gonna let you do that. You can go and directly try to take on John Barenthal character in the game. That's pretty good.
Welcome, everyone, to my world.
You know.
Always.
I mean, this is crazy, right?
It's wonderful.
So, I'm gonna make a foul list.
Yeah.
Foul count.
And
So-
Simon Miller would say this is a down.
So that's one foul for AEW. Whether that picture-in-picture thing
In
it was.
Washington, D.C., Jericho,
Yeah,
the
that was-
AEW champ in
that
the
was
first
a
ever,
bad moment to do that.
making sure that his number one contender, Cody, is not going to be able to
I find this a bit
in
abrupt.
Baltimore.
I really do.
Jericho
Like,
takes
I don't mind this
every
happening,
piece of plunder
but then having
out
a
of the
picture-in-picture
ringside
when
area
it's
and using
happening.
it on Cody.
It's just not a good moment to
It's
do
not
it.
setting
No,
up
it
some
is
sort of
not.
tower of-
You do it during like a mid-card.
no,
Don't
no,
get me
no.
wrong, this is a pretty holy shit
Jericho.
spot, but like,
Very calculated.
still.
Got Cody hooked up.
The lower back, right across the chairs.
I hate to say it, but I like it more when WWE does it, because it's steel chair. It's supposed to be steel chair, and when they go through it, it looks like they've gone through it. That looks like he kind of went through it. He shaved. I just noticed that he shaved. Jericho shaved.
It looks younger. It's really good. Yes.
Champion.
It's hardly aged.
Okay.
This is Jericho blindsiding Cody and just laying in a savage
Yeah, maybe
beatdown.
you should have done the picture-picture during this.
Very wisely making himself
Yeah, like, I don't know what the hell was that. You couldn't just let us watch it and then put the commercial? Or do picture? I don't know. Something wrong about that.
Jericho just exerting his will on a defenseless Cody.
Like, cause I know most people who probably legally record this and download it there are just not gonna be a fan of like that part gonna be kind of cut out. Oh, I like Brandon Cutler's logo. That's pretty cool.
I've known Chris Jericho for seemingly forever, but it was a different look in his
That's
eyes,
very
Jeff,
dangerous to
that
drag
I've never seen before.
Look at the shirt.
Love the shirt.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Cutler is on your screen right now. And
Debut match. Cutler, MJF.
School-age friend of the Young Bucks, he broke into the
Well, not
business.
everybody.
But then after
For
about
Dynamite.
5 years in the
Like,
professional wrestling business,
Yeah, this is technically MJF's first singles match or anything, right?
but the buck never goes
Am I
away.
wrong? No, yeah, it's just for MJF's first singles match.
In professional wrestling, and back in AEW.
Yeah, he was in the Battle Royal at Double or Nothing.
In tag team match.
He was in a...
Yeah, no, he was in
First of all,
yeah, that fatal 4-way at Fyter Fest.
I don't know if he wrestled in Battle Royal.
No, he did. He was in that tag match with
Yeah,
Sean
it was a tag
Spears.
match.
Because I remember that one. Because I have one of my favorite MJF moments where he mocks Sean Spears by doing the.
Yeah. MJF's talking.
who statue it is can speak while there's a microphone in my head.
Oh look, they have his
Ladies and
It's,
gentlemen,
win-loss
just in
record.
case you live under a rock or you're poor and by the looks of it, check. You are looking at the youngest and fastest rising star. In the history of professional wrestling, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And tonight, you
better than me.
losers get the distinct honor to watch a star be born as he goes one-on-one against Brandon Cutler. Brandon Cutler, the guy that clearly got lost on the way to the seat behind the guardrail.
Oh.
You are shaking
Brandon
back.
You're
Cutler,
Arshio,
the
man.
guy who reminds me
Oh, that's the
of
guy who always has
every
those
single
random
one of you in this
signs.
arena. And all of you watching at home, he's a complete loser. Brandon Cutler, the guys are about to figure out that Dungeons and Dragons might not be real, but you know what is real? The fact that I'm better than you, and you know it.
That's why he's one of their best skills right now.
Brandon Cutler, very
Jesus
avid
Christ, this-
tabletop gamer, and MJF seizing on
It's
that,
where he's trying to pretend
insulting
to his
Cutler,
best friend and put his
saying that he doesn't play Dungeons and Dragons. He
My
believes that
philosophy
Jim
is
Sylvia
still that
alongside
bitch
it, but
shot he
then
got from Samoa
Joe
Joe woke
Manganiello
something up in him.
posted his muscles
It woke something up in
Cody
MJF,
with
and
offensive
now
Cutler, so
he
it'll be
gets him
interesting
again
to
now.
see
Oh,
here
yeah.
if the Dungeons and Dragons muscles, if the D20 muscles in Cutler's arm able to allow him to prevail over MJF.
Okay, so there are Dungeons and Dragons muscles?
It's usually in the wrist.
Okay, gotcha.
Usually in the wrist.
Okay, but I know where,
Let's address this in our next
He was
meeting.
talking about dice,
I know where the
rolling
muscles-
dice, not the other thing you do for him.
He's got to be insulted. He finally gets his break. He gets an opportunity. And just because he went to high school, great school, the Young Bucks, they helped get him in the door. He's got to learn. He's got to earn his right to stay here.
Over the top, he took it, particularly 1-2.
Bit rough, but
Live TV.
bit rough, but you know, see where he was going.
Two cut only from referee Bryce Remsburg. And now Cutler with the fighting carry, but MJF with the eye rake.
Now, I'm begging Remsburg not to ask if he did anything illegal.
You know, we try to stay impartial here, right? Well, I mean, we always have, right? But I can tell you this, in this match, I want to see Cutler shut this little prick's mouth.
Yeah, Tony. TV 14.
TV 14.
Yeah, yeah, TV 14.
JR's like, I was doing PG for years.
I was doing PG-14, then PG, then more PG, then Bob Barker showed up.
Oh, there's great view.
I didn't even notice that camera there.
Being sent
Hey, we know Bob Barker
into that
can knock
ring
out a
post
guy.
shoulder
So
first. MJF just taking
I want Bob
time.
Barker to show up on this show. Just to confront Jericho with steel chair.
There is no question. At 23 years of age, that's amazing. How talented he
Let's
is.
go.
At
The
such a
price
young
is
age.
wrong, Chrissy boy.
And he's going to be one of the foundation pieces that the AEW is going to be built upon about.
And now trying to yank the shoulder of Brandon Cutler out of socket, but Cutler hangs on and staring daggers into the eyes of MJF.
Now smart move by MJF, right across the joint.
But Cutler,
Sidestepping, avoiding the contact.
Here we go.
And now Cutler.
Nice, nice. Suicide dive.
raining shots down in the face of MJF.
And Cutler quickly gets MJF.
Oh, that
to
was
the ring.
smart. The ref legitimately went out there.
His business. Went up top.
Cutler up to the top, lost his balance. Oh, his knee. I think he actually tweaked
Oh,
his
okay.
knee
I didn't think that was intentional.
Charging in.
What do you know what they say about a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest?
Oh!
Charged him
That was
with
an elbow.
and puts him in. He's got him locked in the salt to the earth, and Cutler has to tap out immediately.
Okay, yeah, that's about what we expected.
Again, working the joint.
Brandon Cutler has some potential. We saw some interesting, like some nice stuff from him.
He doesn't release it, reverse the decision.
MJF picking up by his monumental.
Forget that. Screw that guy. The guy.
Wrestling Dynamite.
Go.
They tried to go scream during the commercial break. Here's the tea. A little bit of the tea.
A little bit of the bubbly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too. That's what happened to me too. The stars of the Practical Jokers join host Jamila Jamil and The Misery Index, a new game show. Premieres October 22nd on TBS.
Guys,
Yeah, that was weird. The commercial break felt like out of nowhere, though.
Yeah.
I decided on a business degree at
How's
some
the plate right now?
It's already something that would help me in hating and also help me take me as
First legit commercial. Not counting with that whatever that picture in picture from.
father to my children, to be a husband to
Wow,
my wife,
quality
and still
sharp.
be able to graduate. I'm very proud to be a senior at university.
Yeah, I can't look at Facebook at all. I can't look at Facebook at all. I'm following like a few different wrestling pages on Facebook. Look, everybody's talking about NXT right now.
Cracker Barrel makes
I still think
every meal
the
better.
most likely only title changing
Favorite
hands tonight on NXT has to be the women's
every
one.
day.
That's the only one where I can. It would make sense. It would make sense.
And honestly, I know they want to do that 4 horsemen or shorts, but Jessamine Duke, who's the other one? Not sure. Jessamine Duke and
Maria Shafir.
they just don't impress me.
They need, but the thing is, they need Shayna there. That's the biggest problem. Is they need Shayna there. Shayna's the only reason they're doing any screen time.
Yeah, I just don't think they're picky.
They're not there yet.
They just don't have the natural charisma like Ronda and Shayna has.
This October,
That's why they are due 4 horsemen. Like, you have 4 guaranteed main event level women against 2 main event women and 2.
hard shell tacos, hand selected
How's that
for just
feel?
$5. Available exclusively on October 4th.
I know probably in a real fight they could kick some ass, but
Okay, we're back.
alright, we're back.
Man, what a minute, ladies and gentlemen, still to come here tonight. The Young Bucks, Kenny Omega against Chris Jericho and his men. That should be quite the star-studded 6-man tag main event.
everybody makes it to Orlando eventually.
Folks, I'm taking down to Chris Van Fleet. He's got some special guests down ringside. Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stars are out here tonight in DC for the first ever AEW
Oh, Chris Van
Dynamite
Vliet. I heard about this guy. He's like, he started up his own YouTube wrestling channel. Yeah!
This was awesome. I don't know.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
He was great.
After his last, like, heart issue, he was like, look, I gotta fucking lose it. Have you seen the trailer for the reboot movie? That looks ridiculous.
AEW champion Chris Jericho. What was it like working with Jericho on this film?
Oh, Jericho's gonna be JSL Bobby.
plays a bad guy
Yeah.
in our movie, man.
A lot of people are gonna
Hard
be
to
in it.
believe. And now I see it was typecasting. I had no idea. It's great though. He was phenomenal. But it was phenomenal, honestly. Never mind the movie. It comes out October 15th and 17th. But we are so excited to be here tonight. Cody Rhodes, that was amazing. AEW joining the world right now. Who are these fools? Why are these guys?
I'm sorry about this, guys. I don't know. And hey, Jay! By the way,
Oh, it's, Jack Evans.
understand that time was stopped.
What did you say?
Something about your time sucks.
You guys aren't even good enough to win a match.
Oh, Sting.
What do you know about
Kevin's, well, considering Kevin's his primary role in most of his Silent Bob movies, he knows how to emote.
You ever heard of a train going up the tracks?
Hey,
There's private party.
Hey, let's get a little drinky.
Jack Evans and Angelico, and now Private Party.
Hey, brother.
The two men that are part of the AEW World Tag Team Championship title tournament. They will face off with the Young Bucks next week.
Yeah, but Chris Van Vliet, man, named for himself pretty quickly with the wrestling YouTube channel.
Coming to the,
So it's cool that they signed him. It's like,
The book is in this whole situation, ladies and gentlemen.
do you really want to share that shot?
It starts next week right here on Wednesday night.
Hey, it's not
right here on
behind his
TNT.
JVs.
It's the greatest tag team
Hey,
ever
see,
seen.
there it is.
There it is.
Dude, Lucha Bros versus Jurassic Express could be a really good match.
So best friends, Dark Order.
Luchasaurus is one of my favorite guys in AEW.
Luchasaurus is fucking amazing, man. He's easily has had one of the best hot tags in this company.
Yeah, I originally saw him in Lucha Underground. He was part of the Reptile Tribe.
Yeah, they're showing up the dates. So the 30th. We're not even, I'm surprised finals is not going to be at a full year. Full year. Oh god damn it! It's SCU.
Thank you for being here today.
I was doing a bomb impression.
Special announcement. We here at SoCal Uncensored have done extensive research.
That's a good bomb.
Wait for it.
And through that research, we have found that
This is the worst town I have ever been in.
Well, they're right
There's no
about
secret
that.
that the service we provide is to bring a little SoCal love to those not fortunate enough to reside in the Golden State. Ain't that right, Cena? You got that right. You see, we're three bad brothers from across the way, and when you see us come strutting, the three letters you say are SCU. SCU!
Oh, I got a DC theme
The
shirt.
tournament to crown the first ever AEW Tag Team Champ.
Tony Schiavone. We are right here, AEW Dynamite.
Somebody was gonna do that.
I was doing that.
You know, going into this tournament,
A lot
the
of
big
people know you're
question
lying.
for us is which two members of SCU are going to compete. And while I am very confident that any two of the three would walk out of the tournament with gold around our pretty little waists,
Someone did a Freebird roll.
I think
We'll have to wait and see on that.
Scorp
They need
has
to
set
crown a
this one
champion
out and
first.
roll with the experience
in the
of the
tournament.
former four-time tag team champions Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian.
Original duo.
Okay, so that's what they're going with for the, because they're trying to figure out who's gonna be it. Lucha Bros.
Love these guys.
Lucha Brothers.
Wait. Only one thing. Let me remind you why we are the best tag team in the universe.
Dude, I hope.
Nero!
Nero!
I love Nero.
No fear.
Oh!
Honestly, I want Private Party versus Lucha Bros. That's a match I want to fucking see.
And now the
That
official
fuck.
security. Atlas security restraining the Lucha Brothers, keeping them apart from SCU.
Wait, it's just not just random job squad. Wait, that's Dean Malenko.
Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. taking
That's Dean
exception
Malenko,
to
right?
SCU.
I'm not just seeing things, right?
More chaos. We've got to get
On
rid
the
of
left,
control,
the
but we will
the older
be right
gentleman.
back. Don't you go away.
I'm trying to remember if he is a let's
Hey, what you doing?
Steady the elbow.
I think one thing I'm happy at is it's only 2 hours.
I love
Nice dig.
We almost hit the first hour.
Pretzel bacon came from Burger King, made with flame grilled beef, melted American cheese, crispy
Ooh, did you
bacon,
see
and
the
crab with
sandwich
our own
Four
pretzel
Rivers
sauce.
is offering
Get
this
your
month?
hands on the pretzel bacon
It's a
cake today.
meat stacked
Only at Burger
sandwich
King.
for $10.
Fear's
it. Hey,
dangerous.
Four Rivers, you want to
We can try
sponsor
this
us?
apart
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, $10. All October. Yeah, I stopped watching Walking Dead. I finally stopped this past season. It was like I didn't even watch it. I'm like, I'm done. I'm good.
You get caught on their side of the border, that's it. That's war.
Yeah, that was Dean Malenko.
Okay, making
I couldn't
sure.
remember if he left there or not.
He did. I heard he did. That's what I was making sure.
Oh, so we got Jerry Lynn, B.J. Whitmire, Billy Gunn.
I like the way
You see they brought that back, Crank Anchors?
Oh yeah, they did bring that back.
I'm so confused. Can't you see I'm reading today?
Why are you burping into the phone?
The only one I remember is the one where the guy's ordering like from an adult toy store, and it has to lie when the mom gets on the phone. Like he's ordering Italian.
I'd love to say excitement caused that, but I just slipped.
And when no parent wants to be real parent.
I'm gonna have to ride on a school bus, won't I? Yeah, lucky.
It's all out. Pandabonia.
This is a disaster.
Single parents. New tonight after Modern Family on ABC.
Power our future. Technology, renewable energy. At Maryville University, we believe it's you. Your courage marks the true spirit of America. Projections show nearly 65% of today's careers require higher education. To empower millions of Americans, we're bringing our degrees online. There are no entrance exams and no application fees, just programs that focus on your future. Come build the skills that employers demand and programs they help design. Learn more at maryville.edu/online.
Sorry, I'm yawning a lot.
That's okay, man. I had like a tough day. Like I had to cut like a chicken this big today for dinner, and it was still partially frozen. So here's me hacksawing away at the thing. My dad got home and he finished it. I'm like, thank you, Dad.
There's so much purity. It's wide open. It's gonna be a fun season.
I'm ready to work.
Oh, we're back.
We're back.
14,129 fans on hand here tonight, selling out the Capital One Arena as we get ready for our big main event, ladies and gentlemen. There you see the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega. They seem to be very quiet, and they know they got to work it out for because Chris Jericho's bringing his troops to play. As a matter of fact, let's eavesdrop on Jericho a little bit.
I think Jericho's go more his early 2000s look. Not the punk or commercial he's been doing.
In pro wrestling history, the most important night in AEW
Yeah, I still think they're
Jericho
gonna
likes
pick up the win.
apologies, so we'll apologize right now for eavesdropping.
This is like Santana Ortiz's debut tag match.
Quite frankly. And what do you think about this title match?
I like his. I just noticed what his Twitter handle is.
Which one?
Excalibur. At Shut Up Excalibur. Oh, that's still there tonight. I didn't know she had a Zelda tattoo. You did? I'm sorry.
Hangman Adam Page, he'll be going one-on-one against Pac, and that match will be coming up right here. Looking forward to this matchup because these two guys can really kick it into high gear, Jim. And we've already had a program kicked into high gear many times.
So that's next. Yeah.
You want to call him little bastard again?
Yeah, the bastard.
Oh,
There you go. Thank you.
This should be a good one, folks.
Here we go.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time.
I'm a cowboy.
Weighing 219 pounds.
Woo!
Well, he's 28 years of age.
Wow, they're still labeling him as the winner of the Single Battle Royale.
AEW champion.
I guess that means it'll be a Miro thing if it's going to have being
Interesting if they just make the war nothing but like Mania.
And now it's important for him to put that behind him.
Because the sequel to all of them.
That's true.
And move straight
And Tony
ahead.
Khan
Forget
came
about
on
what
saying
happened.
that
He'll
he
get
would
another
love to
shot
come back
down the
next
road.
year.
It may not be
Chicago
immediate,
for
but
it.
he'll get another shot, so he needs to stay focused. And he really needs to Excalibur for his.
I can already tell you, within the first hour, production quality has been much better than the pay-per-views.
To contend with. This is a long, simmering rivalry between these two men. They were supposed to meet at Double or Nothing, but now they will face off here tonight at Dynamite.
This could be our show stealer, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen. Time will tell. We'll know soon.
The bastard.
A man that rarely forgot.
Did you really just say that?
It's a good nickname.
It is a good nickname. First you just said it.
From Newcastle upon Tyne, England, weighing 106 pounds.
He is a bastard. Bastard.
Well, it's on his Twitter account there, Jim. He goes by that. You know, that is a very ominous look. That is what he's trying to do here is psych
This
out
is
his
the match
opponent.
that
Trying to
was
intimidate
supposed
his
to happen
opponent
double
just by his
nothing.
look.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a work.
No, remember, it was, but then, like, apparently this whole thing with, like, they didn't, like, he was most likely going to lose because he refused because he knew he was most likely going to lose. What the fuck? Now the sign says I missed Kimbo's slice.
Yeah, I understood Pop's reasoning. He didn't want to lose after I get champion because he wanted to put over the next top down Dragon Gate.
Is the size of the Washington Monument.
I don't think he was being selfish at all on that.
Oh, no. No, definitely not.
We saw Pac defeat Kenny Omega at All Out in Chicago, Illinois.
Speaking of Dragon Gate, I've heard rumors that that's the promotion WWE will try to approach for NXT Japan.
Yeah?
Which I do not see working with Japanese fans too well.
Oh, definitely not.
I didn't know. I did also hear that WWE is trying to buy CML tape library for the network.
Yeah?
He's a tremendous high flyer, as you alluded to. But he is
I know they want to do
also
NXT Mexico.
an expert level professional wrestling grappler.
And remember years ago when they were talking about doing brands across the globe, we're like, oh, they're doing it.
Yeah.
I remember like years when they were in Japan, now they're doing their NXT.
We'll come back, get this match started. Don't go away, folks.
Wait, we're going to commercial? This match is about to start.
I'm sure they'll wait.
We used to love going out with Julia and Mike, but since they bought their new house...
Which menu am I looking at here?
Start with Topaz.
Oh, it's tapas.
Get out of town.
It's like eating dinner with your parents.
Sandra, are you in school?
Yes, I'm in art school.
Oh, wow. So have you thought about how you're going to make money?
At least we're learning some new things.
We bundled our home and auto with Progressive. Saved a bunch. Oh, we got a wobbler.
Progressive can protect you from
always saw that.
I don't know, I just found that weird though. Right before the match is obviously about to start.
They've done that before in wrestling. Like, they'll usually have them stick around, show you a promo, and then come back.
Cracker Barrel makes every meal one to remember. With favorites like Sunday home-style chicken.
Hey, look, a Cracker Barrel commercial. How am I not surprised?
Hey, Cracker Barrel's good. Hey, Cracker Barrel, if you want to sponsor us, you can.
Come on home to Cracker Barrel.
I love a good show.
It's wonderful.
The 1, 2, 3 looks funny.
It does look fun.
I can see in The Rock being an old Jewish man. Kevin Hart being an old
Order
man.
stars for $6.99 a month for 12 months.
Good afternoon, board members. We have some great new ideas that we want to present to you today. The first item on the list
Thank
is
fucking kids will be
selecting
grounded for the rest of
chairman
their
for
life
the
if they did that to me
for
during
the
my
advisory
job.
as
Homeworking.
well as use the remaining
Childcare options run out. Lifetime retirement income from TIAA doesn't. Guaranteed monthly income for life.
Back when my dad still like worked on naval base, he would take us to this room on base, leave us there with like a TV, and we'd be there the rest of the day watching random PBS shows and shit like that.
Yeah, whenever my mom helped out my grandparents' tire business,
It's not
there was
fancy
a
night
room
out.
upstairs with a TV, and it had
It's
it had
fancy
Fox
night
Kids
in
PBS.
Rich.
So I just watched Fox Kids and PBS.
Life's rich. Ritz.
Let's get miserable.
It was one of those TVs that had 2 channels.
What's coming out?
You know, growing up in the 90s, it's such an interesting generation because it was such a huge transition in technology at the time. Briefly.
All you have to do is tell us where it
We
lands on the
remember
misery index.
dial-up to turning into how cell phones quickly advanced and all
Really
that
not gonna
stuff.
like
It's
this
interesting.
round, and nor is your mum.
It's probably why they say like people in that generation are so nostalgic because they grew up during such a fast-paced.
We're back on AEW Dynamite. Pac is having issues. And maybe now the Edmund fans have the issues. This match won't follow the 20-minute time limit. Earl Hebner to the referee.
Cool.
If we get to the position, we got to take another commercial break. It will be picture in picture, so don't go anywhere.
Did a great job that time by staying in the
So far,
ring.
my only complaint right now is
On the
commercial
outside.
placement.
Just stay in the ring.
Commercial placement is my only downside right now.
Let Pat do all the pottering outside.
Page uses his size and strength advantage. Just laying those forearm shots. Quick kicks by Pac.
Yeah, the educated feet of Pac.
How do you say it? Pac or
And
Pac?
the middle kick. Giving Hangman something to think about. Hangman fires back with a high kick. Pac with one of his own.
And these guys are mano a mano exchanging kicks and blows.
Woo! That was a good clothesline.
Nice, very nice.
You say it was a...
That guy's shocked. Look at his face. He's just blown away.
You say that was a clothesline from God?
Yeah, but go back and get it.
Hey, say what about
You know,
Jimmy.
the
That
fans
was
are
a
going
good
to
clothesline.
cheer, and you can turn to the
Well, I'm
fans
not
all
saying
around,
why.
but you can go right back because you know the resiliency.
Yeah, you're right.
And Kenny Omega made the mistake.
Are you saying that was shit?
And it cost him the victory. And it cost him a chance to be in the title picture with Chris Jericho.
Outside here now in no man's land.
Ooh, damn.
Human demolition derby here on the outside. As Hangman Page is manhandling.
Isn't this technically like their second match, but technically the first one for AEW?
These two men.
Yes.
Pac actually offered an open challenge on a show in Nottingham, England, and Hangman Page, much to
Oh, thank you, Excalibur.
ultimately lost that match via disqualification because he would refuse to. Oh, look at this, Hangman!
Ooh, nice.
Page taking a big chance, big risk. That suicide dive, but it's a long way from Aaron's Creek, Virginia to England. You can't get there from here. Look at this.
That was a nice spot.
Contact.
Thing goes around.
And Pac sent hard into the barricade, his rib colliding with the top of it. But
match in Nottingham ended up with Pac injuring the left knee of Hangman Page, and that has plagued him all summer long. It'll be interesting to see if Pac returns to that well.
Yeah, one would think he should, Excalibur. That would be a sound strategy to try to win a match. Go right back to the knee.
All the way slam, not hit but by Page.
Look at the leg and cover. 2, no. If there's any ill effects to the knee, Hangman Page is doing a great job fighting him.
You're burning daylight there, Adam Page. You're burning daylight, my boy.
You have to remember, this is Page's first match since his unsuccessful World Championship title match against Chris Jericho. That has got to be weighing heavily on his mind.
He's got to get over that hangover. He can't be married to that.
Hangman's got to get over a hangover.
He had a great effort. He could have been the champion. Things have gone his way a little bit more positively. And right now, Pac is going to make sure that he gets a victory here. From both these men, we talked to them, both of them before the event here tonight.
No, I say Pac. I don't know why. Maybe I watch because of Hawkeyes too much. That's why I just say Pac is it.
Pac can make a strong case to get a world title shot.
I mean, yeah, it's that. It's the same thing. It's just like.
I don't know why it wouldn't be in a conversation.
That's right.
Oh! Nice.
Almost effortlessly does Pac springboard and fly through the air in a controlled way.
He glides through the air, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's under control there. Watch this.
Another look at this Guevara.
Chest on chest.
And just driving Page, you can see on the replay there, Page was clutching the back of his head after it collided with the ramp. Now Pac just driving the knee into the chest of Page and keeping up on the punishment. We saw him submit Kenny Omega just a month ago at All Out.
Getting struck in his solar plexus happens much more often than sometimes we document, ladies and gentlemen, but it will drive the air out of you in a hurry, as a lot of us know. Other forms of athletics or whatever it may be.
Now Pac, springboard.
Oh!
50 splash over the leg. 1, 2.
You got most of it. I hate to say that too. He did get most of it. It was one of those he got most of it.
I'm not pleased the results of the official's decision, but it was right.
Yeah, but you got to get through that. You can't get too frustrated.
Those mule kicks, reverse kicks, very effective.
Now the Solva to the midsection, and those kicks to the chest, softening Hangman Page up for the brutalizer. That finish, that submission maneuver that he used to finish off Kenny Omega.
That shocked me. Because it came almost out of nowhere, the submission. And man, he locked it in. It was Omega loses consciousness.
Yeah, he locked it in tight. And Omega, or the referee had no other recourse other than stop the match. Omega was defenseless. Emphatic drop kick there.
Yeah,
in the corner now, Pac looking for Hager with a black arrow. Page had it scouted immediately, grabbing the ankle of Pac, preventing Pac from taking to the skies.
You know, Pac has kind of slowed down the pace of this match a little bit, which kind of surprised me.
Yeah, very much.
Ooh, nice. Super cool.
They're setting Duck on that top turnbuckle in a passive position. And now Page took advantage of it. The young man who graduated from college in 2 years.
Hangman Adam Page.
Smart kid.
Blockbuster.
Nice.
Yeah, I also graduated from 2 years. It was 2 years.
Emphatic drop kick there from Page. He sends Pac into the ropes.
First was for me. First was a 4-year. Then it became 2 different kinds of 2 years.
Not a good cover, but a cover nonetheless.
I did graduate, and I don't know shit to my associates in college. So.
Didn't even have his body over his upper body across Pac's upper body.
That's getting too big a hurry.
Too big a hurry. Or sometimes you try to make a cover and you're out of breath and you're out of sorts and you're not able to make the cover you want to make.
Yeah, those shots to the midsection from Pac may have knocked the wind out of Page.
Folks, remember picture coming your way in a few moments. As we got to take
I guess it's nice they won here.
Yeah. And it's during the match, so it's not super
shoulder ram into the post. The post wins every single time.
You're not wrong.
I did hear for some reason they're having to do a lot of commercials for this.
Boost Mobile has a super reliable, super fast
See, I'm
network.
fine
You
with
can
this.
stay connected almost anywhere. Like up here, Lookout Point. But there's more. Now, four of us get unlimited data, talk, and text for just $25 per line per month.
Hashtag first date.
He ain't family yet. But there's more. We got 4 LG Stylify phones for free.
I gotta
Now
check
the whole
something,
family can
so
stay connected.
hope we don't mind picture-in-picture.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get 4 lines with unlimited gigs for $25 per line per month, plus 4 free LG Stylify phones, all on our super reliable, super fast nationwide network.
Hey, want to shoot me one? Steady the elbow. Feisty.
So I'm trying to figure out how to. This is we got a new DVR system, so it's a bit confusing sometimes. Oh.
Hi, I'm Martha Stewart, and today we're making burgers and fries. We start with a big potato. Be careful when you're cutting it. Okay.
Marfa! Angel, you're gonna have to wait, sweetie.
I'm sure he's fine.
I'm sure he's fine. It's fucked up.
Is that for me?
She needs to go out.
The quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker and is 2 times more absorbent than the leading ordinary brand. Bounty,
Well, the next
quicker picker-upper.
commercial.
Popeye's new wild honey mustard puts regular.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out.
You're gonna want to dip
I don't
everything
want
with
to leave it.
skipped up sauce, like 7 boneless wings, fries, and a biscuit for
Trying to, because you can extend the live showing, because when you said they may be going past 2 hours.
Now let's celebrate.
You sure? Angel, come here. Come here.
Oh, hell no.
Give it a sec. Wait, what'd you press?
I didn't push anything.
What'd you... Shit.
I literally didn't push anything.
Oh no. No, no, no. Shit.
What happened?
Oh no.
American Dad, Mondays at 10 on TBS.
Okay, we're just gonna not touch it until the actual next one. Angel, no. No, come on. Get back up. Back up.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Here on the
to go,
TNT.
right?
Here in the United States. So glad you're with us. Right now, Adam Page is not so happy. He's where he is. The pacing of this match is troublesome to me, Tony.
Yeah, it's surprising in many ways. It's almost as if Pac is allowing Page to come back, and here he comes.
Nice.
That's right.
No pun intended for the Hangman. And those right hands.
Oh, and a spine buster from Page.
Page channeling his inner Arn Anderson.
Sure was. Rolls through. He's looking for the Deadeye. He's got Pac.
Oh.
Hooked up with Pac. Knows what jeopardy he's in. He hangs on to the top rope. Page abandoned ship. Now, Pac. Cute counter. Page pops him up.
Ooh, pop that power bomb.
They can do it. The power bomb. The Lions hook. Parlayman's hook. Got a near fall out of it.
It's going to take more than just 2 power bombs to send Pac down for the 1, 2, 3.
And Earl Hebner checking on Pac, checking if his eyes are completely glazed over or not. That powerbomb was jarring. Pac.
This is smart.
Yeah, great awareness there as he escapes.
He thinks he's avoiding the contact.
But
got news for him.
Oh, beautiful.
Inside goes Pac. Page has got the
Here we
advantage
go.
here now. Let's see if he can put it away. Let's see it. That's right. And right
I know
now,
I've seen some
the
referees
low
do
blow
that.
is going to go.
It's been weird, the rules of the referee in
And
WWE.
now Pac up to the top.
Oh shit.
Still called Red Arrow? Black Arrow. That's a Black Arrow.
Into the brutalizer.
Running to the submission. This is a
He's fixing the leg.
the brutalizer.
What? But he didn't tap.
He choked him out.
Ah. Okay. That bit weird, but okay. I mean, easily like the best match of the night so far.
Yeah, Pac.
You know, they may call that move the brutalizer, but the real brutalizer was that mule kick.
Yeah.
That's true.
Earl Hendricks one of the best, but that was a missed call. And I understand why he missed it.
We didn't see it.
No, he didn't see it.
As vision was obscured by both men's bodies, and Pac, great situational awareness,
Yeah, Pac got
as
up
he
coming,
took
yeah.
advantage of that, and that completely changed the story of this matchup. Take another look at some of the action here.
Woo! That was a good.
Off that lariat and the tope combination.
This was a very good match.
This was a good match. This is the best match of the night so far.
Right camera shot. Camera positioning there. And right there's a difference maker, folks. That's right. That was a difference maker right there. He buried that butt into the jewels.
Oh, the blackout now.
And,
Dark era. The Black Era.
Black
It was
Arrow.
picked up really well from Pac after that low blow.
The Black Arrow brutalizer combination spelled the end of the evening for Hangman Adam Page. Pac, your winner.
And not just another pretty face.
Sometimes.
On Saturday, Jon Moxley versus Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega the Myth. Seems to think I'm some kind of joke. Are you ready to sacrifice it all?
Cody versus Chris Jericho.
The man continues to reinvent himself.
There is nothing that Chris Jericho
I still don't like his finishing move, Judas effect. It just feels so weak.
Wrestling presents.
Feels so weak. Like Code Breaker, fine. That's good. I like that. You know, but Judas
Well,
effect
ladies
is
and
just not
gentlemen,
good.
we got some.
Ooh.
This gets better.
Bigger, all right.
It gets better and better because we got one of the top stars, female stars, and all of AEW going to put it down here in a few moments.
Oh, not for a match.
Dr.
He's out there.
DMD, the woman that was a heartbeat away.
I was probably guest commentary
from
when
being
he's
in
back.
the AEW Women's World Championship title match here tonight.
Okay.
All right, here we go. First women's champ.
Yanking her out of the ring after B was eliminated.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, see what I mean? I think Nyla's gonna win, and it's gonna set up a feud between them two.
Nice belt.
It is.
Allowing Nyla
Reminds me of the old
to
NWA
allow
women's
Nyla
belt.
to have her slot in this AEW Women's World Championship title match. Rick, welcome to the booth.
Great to be here, guys. I wish I was in the ring. There's nothing anywhere else to
There's
be
one
here.
over by Renee Priest.
And so he's lucky he drew the long straw. He's sent by the pretty lady.
That's exactly right.
I was gonna say, she's wearing a long ass whip and all the way to Sasha Banks.
Because of what we have just seen happen. But
Man, when Sasha Banks came back, it was hilarious. I'm sitting there going, that hair, there's something really off with that hair. And then when she took it off, I'm like, that makes perfect sense.
For a reason. So I'm going to do what it takes to let me the best woman win in this situation. At the end of the day, I'm gunning for whoever walks out champion.
How long was your journey?
Yeah, now I feel even more likely that Nyla's gonna win.
To get DMD after my name, so I hope it doesn't take 8 years to get champion in front of my name. But
the point is, you have succeeded on long journeys before when you had your heart set on it.
absolutely.
The winner of the first ever Women's Casino Battle Royale at All Out.
He has got a magnificent size advantage here over Riho.
Hey, Riho!
I'll probably get hate mail on that one because I'm making fun of her that she's 98 pounds. No making fun of anybody, folks. It's just data. It's real numbers.
But we've seen Riho overcome that disadvantage.
But going into this match against Cutler, we have seen her. And I'm not keep feeling our parade. All I'm saying is that in fact the bigger, stronger woman will have the better advantage in winning this match. Miss Bentley and the bigger, stronger woman's hooked in. That's all.
Very much so as Riho, facing the biggest test of her very long career.
Hey, Tony, look at that.
Yes, sir. We are coming to the Bojangles Coliseum right there on Independence Boulevard in Charlotte, November 6th for AEW Dynamite. How about that, Jim?
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, more than the Baker, the championship matchup when we come
And
back.
no sponsor wrestling.
And come
My hero
You watch
to inspire through his passion.
Angel, outside.
How great you can become.
Outside. Here, if it, as soon as it comes back on, just hit the pause
You
button.
train so hard for this.
It's I have the whole we can pause like TV. So just hit the pause button. If it comes, as soon as it
You want me
comes back on.
to fix your...
No, don't. Just I'll worry about that later. Just yeah. If it comes back on, just hit the pause button.
The whole martial arts on BRLI and TNT.
Has this ever happened to you before? Your own government trying to kill you?
That's new.
Critics are really think Gemini Man is something you need to see to believe.
I'm you, only better.
And you need delivers a true breakthrough for action scene.
You have 12 minutes to run.
What the hell is all of this?
Now you have 11 minutes.
Will Smith shines twice. I'm the best.
Hell no.
Gemini Man, October 11th.
Our lawn really needed some help because where we live, things are always changing. Too much rain, too little rain, too much sun. We needed a company that understood what our landscape needed and when. You know, proper nutrition, watering, and the best treatment for weeds and insects. That's why we chose Massey Services. They don't just treat our lawn, they keep it healthy all year long. And if we see any problems in between services, they come out at no charge. We like that.
That's Massey Services. Expect more and get it.
Come sail away to a whole new world of gorgeous designer furniture. Save up to 50% during the Columbus.
No remorse, says he'd do it again. You want him out at 21 too?
You should shut it down. My friends and I will do it for you.
From Shinagawa City, Japan, Riho!
Long odds for Riho, size-wise.
Ready to mature.
Yeah, I was thinking then, tomorrow, if you come over tomorrow, we could do an NXT reaction. We can record a reaction tomorrow, if you want. If you're available tomorrow. Like, come over early in the morning. I'll leave it up to you. Like, I don't start work till 4.
I don't think I'll be able to make it.
You'll do? Okay. Because I want to record your reaction as well. So, yes. Thank you.
This contest set for one fall with no time limit is to determine the first ever All Elite Wrestling Women's World Champion.
Here we go.
Introducing first, the native beast, Nyla Rose. And her opponent, from Shingawa City, Japan, Riho.
Long odds for Riho size-wise, but you can't measure someone's heart by their inches and their pounds.
Well, I think she's got two things going for her here. I think number one, that she has trained with Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega has helped her prepare for this match. You can't discount that. That's number one. And number two,
That tail looks so
is
small.
wrestling in her hometown. She was born in Washington. She
Damn,
grew
it's
up in
smaller
Northern
than-
Virginia. And I do know from talking to her, she's very nervous about this.
Like half the size of
And she
Nyla's
feels a lot of
arm.
pressure.
Well, you can't throw out experience either. Riho nearly doubles Nyla's years of experience at 13 years.
Yeah, but Riho only 22 years of age. And we see Nyla's
Probably
strength
need to do a
already on display.
resize
She
one,
was
yeah.
showing Riho off as Riho covers her with those elbow strikes.
So if you're doing your math at home, Riho started wrestling professionally at the age of 9.
9. Isn't that amazing?
Figure that out, kids.
Riho coming in with that drop kick, a second drop kick. And we mentioned that Riho does have a victory. It was in a 3-way match over Nyla Rose, a victory over Nyla Rose. And Riho was the woman that pinned her. But Yuka Sakazaki was also in that match.
Ooh,
Riho with the head scissors takes down Nyla Rose. It'll be interesting to see if Yuka was the X factor for Riho coming away with the victory. Shoulder tackle there.
The thing you won't want, if you're a fan of Riho, is to let this match slow down. She's got to keep a pace that keeps the bigger opponent moving around.
Right.
You know, my sheet says that Nyla Rose weighs 185. Yeah, and I'm
Riho bridging.
Nice. Very nice.
She's 200 pounds and she's an ounce.
And Riho with those stomps to the kidneys. Coming up.
Whoa.
Nyla just shuts it off.
Nyla doesn't know how strong she is. As Dr. Wecker mentioned earlier, the experience advantage that Riho has is significant. But how good will Nyla Rose end up being when she gets all that experience behind her with that size? She's something, Dr. Becker, you can't really practice against, can you? There's not too many people like her to work out with. Right?
I guess you're right, JR.
And Britt, you've been in the ring with both of these women here in All Elite Wrestling. Do you have any insights that you can offer? Any game plan suggestions?
Yeah, I mean,
Riho is
sure.
one of the fastest
That's
competitors
free.
I've ever seen in a ring. With that being said, we're talking about the obvious size advantage we have here.
Doesn't matter how fast you are when the beast is laying on you like that. Speed is not coming to play.
She is a beast.
I've creating a background sense.
Yeah.
AEWTix.com. Great Wrestling City, Nashville Municipal Auditorium, so we're going to be.
The legendary Municipal
I'm going to
Auditorium.
try to eat my weight. Patty B's hot chicken.
And look at Nyla just cranking back on Riho as she's making that long crawl, having to carry her own body weight and all of Nyla Rose and Nyla grabbing the hands.
This is exhausting. This is exhausting for Riho, carrying all that weight and then straining to get to the rope so the referee can call for a very timely break.
Yeah, senior official Paul Turner there with the eyes on the action.
Britt, this gives you a good opportunity to scout both these women.
It sure
Take
does.
a good look at what they do well, what they don't do so well, in your opinion.
Well, if there's one thing I know how to do, it's study. Whether it be my books or an opponent, so all eyes are on the ring right now.
And look at this, Riho was kicking her legs and she changed her positioning enough to escape behind Nyla, but Nyla with a back elbow.
And that could be inexperience right there from Nyla Rose, Tony, because she should have lost control of that particular situation.
But on the other hand, JR, Riho needs to stay away from her.
Yeah.
Stay out of her grasp. It's easier said than done.
And quicken the pace, move it. Don't let it slow down and let the bigger woman dictate the pace here. That's what we're seeing.
Oh, running knee strike there from Riho.
It was a
the state.
They got that Kenny Omega, I can tell you.
It's there. A second one sends Nyla spilling to the outside.
Her own momentum got her out there. Now let's see if the count can work in Riho's favor. She can win this thing by count out, I'm assuming. It's a decision.
And Riho heading up to the top. Nyla doesn't see her. Riho up to the top. And as soon as Nyla turns around.
Oh, nice catch. Very nice. That's fine. She realized it. She fucked up.
She was able to catch her. She should have stayed down. And
Great backbreaker. Right down the alley of her. Look at this.
And this could be the difference maker between Riho becoming the first ever AEW Women's World Champion. Oh, Nyla.
This is absolutely don't need this, man. This
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
There you go, Rhett. Good job.
What is her logic that she gets disqualified?
But Riho fires up with some shots to the face.
I'm not sure it means anything.
it doesn't. She doesn't want to do that.
And nobody can win or lose on the
Hey, Kevin Smith. Hey.
And this is saying she's not being manhandled, she's being woman handled. Here's Riho at the hands of Nyla Rose.
Riho being sent into the barricade. Nyla takes a glance at the World Championship title, but now again going underneath the ring. On multiple chairs.
All right, this. I'm sure security in the back can see these issues of development.
Yeah, I mean, there is the referee's discretion, but this would be a very obvious disqualification for Paul Turner if Nyla were to strike her with the chair.
Well, Nyla Rose is seemingly, I might be wrong, lost her focus.
Oh, she's gonna.
Stacking chairs.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Is that disqualified?
Technically, no.
Oh!
Especially if that happens.
Karma.
Tis but a bitch.
Nyla going for the cannonball
Or something also out there anything.
able to evade, and now Riho up on the apron.
Doors open, Riho.
Oh!
Damn.
Like a bolt of lightning from the sky.
Angel.
Now's her opportunity. She needs to take advantage of it right here. Get her back in the ring.
Up here.
You see it?
Popping those chairs.
Angel. Up.
Riho,
Now.
pinpoint accuracy.
Now. Come on. No, don't sniff the couch. Go on the couch.
Riho ascending to the top
Up.
rope.
Now. Come on. Now.
Stop to the spine. Riho covers her.
Oh.
Can the boot be enough? No. It's not enough. It's not enough, but it was a damn sure a strong near fall.
She really seems frustrated here, Britt. And she's got to put that frustration away.
Folks, we got a commercial break coming up momentarily. But we will keep you picture in picture here with the action here in the ring.
Yeah, there is no time limit to this match, so while we are in break, we'll keep an eye on the action. As Riho wrenching on Nyla Rose.
So Kim, you going for a big drive safe and save discounts? Yep.
Still
Using the
weird.
app. I've been quite vigilant.
It fits here. It's a
Here it fits.
Step on it, the meeting started.
Okay, write her back. Dear Sharon, don't mess with my discount. Bathroom, Mommy, I gotta go to the bathroom. I do too, honey, but we're gonna hold it for Mommy's discount. Easy, easy.
But you're in labor.
Don't mess with my discount.
Get a discount up to 30% with Drive Safe and Save from State Farm.
Cracker Barrel makes every
Oh,
meal one
wait.
to remember. With favorites like
Why does
sweet
Riho keep on
home-style
trying to
chicken
do that?
available every day. And our new sweet and smoky home-style chicken BLT for $8.99.
Oh.
Come on home to Scratch Made. Come on home.
Oh.
What does health for heart failure look like? It looks like Jill heading off on an adventure. Jill has Entresto, a heart failure medicine that helps her heart so she can keep on doing what she loves. In the largest heart failure study ever, Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. It helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB.
Oh, she's trying to do the same thing she
The
did
most
at
serious
Firefest.
side effects
Oh,
are
yeah.
angioedema,
Killed her.
low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium.
The beat goes on.
Ask your doctor about Entresto.
Oh! Oh, damn.
Entrust your heart to Entresto.
The beat goes on.
On October 11th.
It's quiet, too quiet.
You've never seen anything.
Where's it coming from?
It's...
Drop it like it's hot.
You made it! Real family.
Yeah, I'm okay. The plate glass window broke my fall.
Unlike any other.
I think it looks like a good film.
Fire in the hole!
You sunk my battleship.
It's the Addams Family. Rated PG.
Nobody does spicy chicken like Wendy's. And now, spicy nuggets.
So we need to take a shot when they show her like, so they're looking at the nuggets, like, it's like, wait, is she on the title or this chicken nuggets?
Stars of Practical Jokers, join me, Janina Jamil, hosting the new show, The Misery Index.
Ready to get miserable.
Yeah.
On an AOL Live Griffin Freeman show.
And after all that, you end up in Newark, New Jersey.
The Misery Index, a new game show, premieres October 22nd on TBS.
Alright, we're back.
And we're back live here, ladies and gentlemen, here on TNT. The AEW
You know what's funny?
Championship matchup in
It's
progress.
TV14. Well, we got a lot of just TV PG stuff. You notice that? Ooh. She kind of fucked up on that.
But her body just collapsed.
They allowed to show Pop's blood. They
Making fun of her smaller adversary in this huge matchup.
Yeah, no shortage of spirit, of pluck, moxie, or grit from Riho. But Nyla Rose just with a distinct, overwhelming advantage.
Yeah, basically, she's taking an ass kicking and she keeps coming back.
Pretty much.
It's amazing.
Rio's making a bet. She's making a bet out of me, I can tell you that, because you love the fighting spirit of this young woman. Boy, this power is just hard to overcome. Strength, the power, the weight advantage.
Riho flex her way out of the powerbomb, goes underneath.
Oh!
Oh, that was close.
That was, my heart skipped a beat on that one.
I'm sure that was a close line.
And Nyla doing a great job keeping her focus, not getting distracted by the near Valley driver. Hook in the leg. 1, 2, no.
Woo! Nice.
That was 2 3/4.
That last one, that was, what did they say, 2.9999999? That's what that one was.
Someone held their AEW flag upside down.
Well, the fans are really into this one, and we're going to be impressed regardless of who wins this. We have been impressed with both these ladies.
They've been a hell of a match.
Yes, they have.
Back and forth, give and take. No quit.
Nyla unsteady though on that top rope. I think the punishment she's endured, maybe those double stomps from Riho.
Flags on flat there.
What?
To make a dent in this monster.
She's in the grass with a... Nyla with the capacity to kick out, but Riho sizes her up, running knee strike. No, Nyla evades.
Stay right on it, Dick. Yeah, that was good. Focus maintained by Riho.
Oh! Here. 1, 2, 3. Yes! What?
Yeah, Riho won!
Wow! Look, my prediction was just for Nyla to win. I like Riho. Yeah. Yeah, that was another good match.
Yeah.
Dr. Becker, it was great having you out here with us. We wish you the very best on your journey.
Thanks, guys. I love being here, but hopefully I'm not back here again because I need to be in the ring, right?
Right, next time we want to see you in the ring.
That's right.
Tremendous, guys. Absolutely tremendous.
Turn around, Riho. Her cam side.
Because she took the beast to the limit. I thought there was no way to hold the beast down for a 3 count, but she did it. Amazing.
This will be the talk of the town. I didn't see that one coming.
Riho, her striking is second to none.
Oh!
Is that Michael Nakazawa?
Yeah. Well, he's got a...
Great match! What a great match! Look at
Perfect.
the people! They must be proud of you! I am proud of you!
Michael Nakazawa.
Let me interview with her in Japanese.
Oh.
She's a heel. She's a heel. What? She's a heel.
Nyla blindsiding Michael Nakazawa.
Hey, I like her fact she's kicking Michael Nakazawa's ass.
And now,
Hey, I like Nakazawa.
Nyla.
Oh shit. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh!
Nyla got a better
Oh,
grip.
somebody
She
should go out there.
regripped it and delivered the goods on
Roger's
Michael
there.
Nakazawa.
That was a double clutch swagger bomb. Don't see many of those, do you?
No, sir.
Tremendous strength there by Nyla Rose, and now she looks to continue the
Oh,
attack.
oh.
For God's sakes.
That's Kenny.
Oh, it's Kenny.
Yeah, because they're best friends. They're really good friends.
Kenny Omega coming to the aid
That's...
of the inaugural AEW.
I thought it was going to be Bray, to be honest.
It makes sense for Kenny though, because they're really
I know, no, yeah, we talked about it. Makes sense for Kenny, but like, I know it would have been Bray, to be honest.
Happy as Rio is.
Huh.
Bray would want a softened up champion to beat.
Michael Nakazawa and Senior Naga guy. Yeah, Kenny, I'm just a piece of meat to you, aren't I?
I would love them to enter a hardcore title, like Nakazawa champion.
Oh, I would love a hardcore title. With guys like Janela, Moxley, Nakazawa, you know, just
Darby Allin,
Darby Allin. A hardcore title would make sense. I wouldn't have a 24/7 rule on it though.
Really, that's the best part of it.
I don't know. It feels like everybody does that. Like they has a title that's literally just about 24/7 defending.
It's hilarious. Archie's a national treasure.
Honestly, like I said,
Alright, man, events next.
I mean, my stipulation for hardcore is it'd be an actual hardcore match, you know, at least.
So explosive, and it's next.
I don't know. Is this a Being the Elite compilation? Oh! Like Marvel Studios!
Oh, I see. Yeah, I get it.
Like Marvel Studios.
Be the elite. Be elite. Be the elite. Yeah. Be elite. Be the elite. Be elite. Be elite. Yeah. Yeah, confetti.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. It is 6-man tag team match.
Trios record. They actually have for specific tag match, so like duos and trios.
605 pounds. The Young Bucks, Nick Jackson, Matt Jackson, and Kenny Omega.
I love TV time remaining. Folks, all this match in its
Yeah, we got
entirety.
22 minutes.
Yeah, roughly like 20 minutes. That's nice.
And don't you go away. This is going to be worth staying up for. We'll be right back.
Ooh, not liking these commercial breaks right before.
That's fine. Oh, this is gonna be good.
I've seen this fucking Primal. Looks fucking good. And it's from Tarkovsky too. That man's really good with his animated shows. And the movies. I heard the Hotel Transylvania films are actually not that bad. 5-night premiere. Oh my god, that's next week.
Time to put up or shut up.
December 2009.
On October 18th.
It's funny. The original teaser trailer is like Academy Award nominated. Academy Award. And they're all just killing zombies.
Hey, did you hear about Kane's new book?
You know why she's still alive?
Oh.
Yeah, he wrote a book called Mayor Kane.
That's cool.
I like it. I'm in politics.
Wireless
Man, I haven't seen that Untold story he does. I haven't seen that one yet. When he tears up.
I was the American Dad from AEW.
Yeah, that was cool. That's a bigger Chris Jericho
Sprint's doing
than
things differently.
yeah.
They're offering a new 100% total satisfaction guarantee. I mean, I think Sprint's network and savings are great, but don't just take my word for it. Try it out and decide for yourself. Switch to
yeah, I'm gonna have to. If we're gonna do NXT reaction, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna stay up with everything tomorrow.
Did you know this is gonna be the best night ever?
Oh, I gotta go. I need to eat something.
Go? We're like right in the middle, man.
No, not during this.
Oh yeah, after.
After this.
No, I'm saying yeah. I'm saying I just got it for tomorrow. I just gotta like avoid the internet like the plague.
Oh yeah.
Someone like you here in Stumptown to take the cases that the Portland cops can't.
I've seen the first episode of that. That looks pretty good.
I'm getting that Facebook deal.
And she plays like a former military. It's based on a graphic novel where she's like a former military soldier turned on private eye in her hometown. Yeah, first episode's not bad, but it has potential pretty much. It's not great, or it just has potential.
Good, but dated in its view of gender norms.
I like Randy, man. Randy's become my favorite, man.
Oh my god, no way.
Southpaw. New tonight at 10 on Comedy Central. Talk about a highly anticipated division series. Up into the camera, that ball is gone. Incredible. It's all about how you play the game in October.
Cardinals, Braves, Nationals, Dodgers. Coverage begins tomorrow at 4 on TBS. 2019 National League Division Series presented by us.
You got ripped.
Thanks.
Off. You got ripped off. Whoever sold you those glasses charged you too much.
Yeah, I'd be happy to
I'd be red faced too. Next time, go to America's Best, where 2 pairs and a free exam are just $69.95. It's not just a better deal, it's America's Best.
So we can do Friday. Tomorrow we gotta avoid NXT spoilers like the play. And then Friday we can work a bit earlier and we can do NXT.
Tender. When you're cutting it, it's tender. When you're eating it, it's tender. It's bomb steak.
At a combined weight of 425 pounds, Santana and Ortiz.
Oh, they don't have an actual name yet.
Well, these two cats make quite the impression on the AEW audience next calendar.
Yeah, it was just over a month ago at All Out, after the conclusion of that epic ladder match between the Young Bucks and the Lucha Bros. Santana and Ortiz emerging from the audience and attacking the Bucks, making their presence felt here in All Elite Wrestling.
I'm happy you stuck with the Painmaker moniker too.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 225 pounds, he is the AEW World Champion, Chris Jericho.
Well, you're talking about a big-time main event for our first, as you said, Jim, on his maiden voyage of AEW
Teenager,
Dynamite.
dude's 22.
Jericho, Santana, Ortiz, the Young Bucks. What a story the Young Bucks are. Think the
Yeah, they call him a teenager on Raw. I was like, dude, he's 22 years old. He's just a kid.
Wait, oh, I missed the sign. It says something about Fandango.
Yeah, for my money, the Young Bucks are the best tag team wrestling in the world today. I agree.
Yeah, I can't
Well, Santana and Ortiz might have something to say about that.
Sure, they should have it, Excalibur. So should every other tag team in this company. They should all have that goal to be the best there is. Right now, I say that time belongs to the Young Bucks, but we've got the teams here that as they grow and evolve, can take that spot, as Arn Anderson said one time.
And we're going to find out next week when we're in Boston as they kick off the tournament to crown the first ever AEW Tag Team Champs.
Austin has sold out event next Wednesday night.
Kind of weird that Ortiz and Santana on
I encourage you folks so much.
I think the sign, them joining was a bit after they set the tournament.
All the data. So a six-man tag team action. I can tell you this right now, guys, is a six-man is hard to officiate.
Yeah, referee Rick Knox will have his hands full.
Yeah.
But he is refereed some of the most fast-paced matches in pro wrestling in the last 20 years. Nobody better than him.
It's hard to officiate, and if you've got veterans in the ring,
oh, look at this.
Like a Chris Jericho.
Oh.
Boy, how about the battle of these two men?
The battle of the Winnipegians.
The battle of the Winnipegians.
You can see Kenny Omega gesturing at his chin. That's where
we're going to have
the
Omega 30.
On our debut event, Double or Nothing.
One thing at a time.
Jericho says, you got this. I'll come in later.
It's mind games.
Yes, sure it is. Exactly. Has Kenny Omega been in a slump? That's a question a lot of folks have been asking me.
Well, when we looked at the view from backstage, it was a very dour mood, a somber mood. Not usually used to seeing the Elite a little more peppy, a little more energetic. I think a lot of that has to do with Kenny Omega and his seeming mental collapse. Omega goes behind Santana, drop kick, basement drop kick.
Right on the patella. Omega gets the count. There's no doubt about that.
Beautiful Kotaro crusher there by Omega, but Ortiz immediately comes in when he senses his partner is in jeopardy. Work on Rana, takes him down, but Omega has back turned to the world champion. They're jumping to the ropes reversed. Jericho. Steps up.
Oh, it's Jericho.
Oh,
super kick!
Super kick!
Santana.
Starting the super kick party.
We just witnessed the first ever super kick party on All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, nice. Very nice. It's very nice.
And Matt Jackson there directing traffic to Kenny Omega.
These guys thinking specifically of the Elite, willing to take a lot of chances here. And sometimes those chances are not very forgiving.
Kenny Omega feeling it from the sold-out crowd here at the Capital One Center.
Oh, it's Moxley! I told
Moxley!
you! He's back, baby!
Omega's like a soul.
I feel a disturbance in
Call for the bell?
Ref's discretion.
Moxley dumping Omega
Too much discretion, don't you think?
Dude, this is literally their last match. I don't think they're going to pull WWE. If anything, it could just be a no contest. And nobody gets a loss. I don't know, I thought they would... I'm confused right now because this is not how you do your first debut episode for like TV. Is have the debut match, the main event matches go.
I guess the way we figure is that...
Oh no, wait! No, he's not counting this because technically, isn't it like... No, wait, no. So it doesn't make sense. Because technically Kenny's hasn't been tagged in. Remember, one of the Young Bucks was tagged in. Yeah, but it's not interference on a guy currently in the match. I'm sorry. It still doesn't make sense. I'm trying to find the most reasonable way.
Or the referee knows Moxley isn't interfering on behalf of Jericho and LAX.
Yeah, like I said, once again, referee's discretion.
Hey, the cleaner.
Aw, man, I would better if it was solid wood. That looked like plastic. Random.
The VIP area.
That's the VIP area? That's a fit. Random VIP area.
And God, look at this. Just repeatedly bashing Omega's head into that steel door.
I'm surprised we haven't had an intervention by the uniform security. I mean,
Security's taking a smoke break around. And they're with their backs turned. With what's going on going.
And Moxley, oh no.
Do it!
That's a glass table.
Oh!
That hurt Moxley more.
Oh my! Oh, that poor cake too, man. That cake did nothing to them.
If Albies had to use one word to describe
That poor table. That table did nothing. That poor cake, man. That cake did nothing to them.
Ooh, bourbon barbecue turkey.
Okay.
Ugh.
Savory, smoky.
I'm not sorry. I'm not a big fan of Arby's. I do like their heroes. Their heroes aren't that bad. But then again, you can't really fuck up a hero.
I love Arby's. And Arby's sponsored me.
Zero down and zero to inside. It's as easy as sign, save, and sleep. Your
Yeah, but I think they're going with ref's discretion. So I think Knox is like figuring he's not legally tagged in, so the match can still go, you know.
So happy. I will say this, those deer are probably laughing their ass off now.
Practical Jokers join host Jamil and the Misery Index. A new game show premieres October 22nd.
Feels like they're trying to do that old comedy, like a game show version of a different game show version of At Midnight. I missed that show. That was actually a pretty good show.
With 3 easy steps: find, drive, buy. Get this 2019 Sonata SE just $179 a month, or 0% financing for 72 months. And America's best warranty: 10 years, 100,000 miles. Say goodbye to the car buying time suck. Headquarter Hyundai, off I-4 in Sanford. We won't waste your time. You won't waste your money.
We have to do that.
The Honda CR-V is perfect for people from all walks of life.
It's gonna suck, man. I gotta avoid the
night
internet tomorrow like the plague, and
to the lone wolf.
I work 5 hours straight.
And those young at heart. No wonder people made the CR-V the best-selling SUV in its class. Hurry to your Honda dealer during the #1 CR-V event and get a great deal today.
TV. Cracker Barrel makes every meal one to
Cracker
remember.
Barrel.
With favorites like Sunday home-style chicken now available every day. And our new sweet and smoky home-style chicken BLT for $8.99. Come on home to scratch and come on home to Cracker Barrel.
4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month.
Woo! That makes 10 million and 1 smiles on cricket.
There's 4 of us, so.
10 million and 5.
4.
Point is, you got a deal. Join over 10 million customers smiling on cricket.
This has been the craziest offseason in NBA history.
Zion Williamson.
There's so much charity in your life. Fun season.
I'm ready to work.
Okay, here we go back.
We're back live here on TNT. AEW Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at what happened just before we went to the commercial break. Our last commercial break, by the way, of the evening.
Freaking Death Rider through the table.
Absolutely no peace of mind, no conscience. Moxley doesn't give a damn about anybody's well-being, and I think sometimes including his.
That's right. He hit the coffee table as hard as Omega did. Omega went head first.
Elevation over the top.
Santana sent to the outside. Ortiz with a wild lariat.
Ooh, nice.
Jackson takes Ortiz off his feet. You're gonna see what
made up now, guys.
3-on-2.
Yes, sir.
Man advantage. This is not the NHL, even though there's a hockey in the place.
Oh, nice timing.
Matt Jackson went for the tag, but his brother Nick was swept off the apron there by Santana on the outside, allowing Ortiz to hold Matt up. Santana, crossbody up the middle, senton there by Ortiz. Santana.
Oh, that was cool.
Ortiz and Santana. Quite the.
I love that was cool.
The diving headbutt to the chest just showing no respect.
Yeah, no neutralizing the legs. No going for a traditional cover. Well, showboating there.
Maybe showboating, but they are spectacular.
Yes, Santana and Ortiz are really, really good.
Really good. You're right.
Great signing by AEW. And the fact that they're affiliated here with Chris Jericho's not going to hurt their career.
Ooh, lion salt.
There for Jericho to land on the canvas.
Matt actually, I believe, got the knees up. You can see Jericho clutching the midsection.
Yeah, she's more tired. She's more tired.
And you have to imagine if the tag team brackets were written again today, Santana and Ortiz would definitely have a slot in the tournament. But Ortiz there, cutting off Matt Jackson once again.
And Jericho and his men are ruling the roost.
You just don't like the dark
Controlling their pace.
No, I don't like seeing
Controlling the
fat
action.
guys.
They're countering all the offense in a quick timing manner.
Double boots up there. Staggers Ortiz. Matt hits the...
Oh, nice.
Nice offense. Big time.
That's nice selling. That is nice selling.
You can see Matt, he's had lower back problems in the past, and they may be re-aggravated now.
You're right, Excalibur.
God damn. Nikki no love.
Locomotion north.
Oh, dang.
Oh, nice.
Matt Jackson. Runs some pretty music for Santana and his partner.
Matt to Nick. Nick comes in with the high right hand, the soul button.
Woo!
Nice
Nice.
kick.
Rising knee strike in the corner. Bulldog.
Oh!
Who's your favorite young guy?
I know. I like Matt. I don't know. Just because Matt has a more unique look to him. Especially when he decided to grow out his mutton chops.
Perfect marksmanship.
Yeah.
Keep that world champion down on the floor. Even up the odds.
Oh, wow.
Perpetual motion from the amazing athlete, Nick Jackson. The encouragement of his brother. Let's go here.
That was a nice hot
No
tag.
time to interact with the audience.
No time to interact with the audience. Yeah, because we got 3 minutes left.
Code breaker! Alright.
The names with Jericho.
Jericho intercepts. Single foot drop kick. Santana off the back. Cannonball in the corner.
Now it's 3-on-1, guys.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I think that's it.
1, 2, 3.
That's it.
Yeah. Called it.
Good main event.
That was a good main event. That was a nice hot tag and everything.
Getting low.
Now the question is, who did better? Yeah.
Absolutely. It was a mathematical situation. Right. But now the referees, now we need more referees here. We need somebody. Some little bit of order. Oh, there's Cody.
Thanks, Cody.
Cody's seen enough.
Laid in right hands to the man who challenged on November 9th.
Cody, Henry Webb, the AEW champion.
Yeah, Cody shouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Oh, now Sammy.
Sammy Guevara.
Oh!
Just took him to Dick Kick City.
Dick Kick City.
Now who? Hey!
Dustin.
Dustin.
Red Dust. Unnatural.
Ah, took him to Dick Kick City.
Dick Kick City. Dick Kick City.
Hey, it's Jackson.
It's Jack Swagger!
Hager, I heard about this. I heard about this, that he was coming to AEW.
He's Lex Luger this episode.
Jack Hager.
I'm not to use his real name, not the Lucha Underground name, Jake Strong. He's a good talent.
Yeah. No, I heard about this. He got signed pretty much today.
Awesome.
Yeah, I heard about this. I totally, to be fair, I completely breezed on it, pretty much. I breezed off on it.
Kind of interesting, Jericho and Hager team up. Hager cashed $1 million back on Jericho. Doing the world title.
He's wiring the bridge.
Yeah. I can do it, dude.
Looks great.
Santana Ortiz.
We the people.
We the people. We the people. Oh, please bring back Dutch Mantel. Dutch, you need to come back and manage Hager.
We have witnessed this potentially the start of something here.
He's 6'5".
Interesting, yeah.
He's a 3-time wrestling All-American.
So you got Tito, Santana,
and now he's an undefeated MMA fighter.
Jericho, Hager, and Guevara. That's
anybody that Jericho sicked him on.
Yeah, Spider got a lot of hate going on, but I think it's just because he was pushed a little too soon.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But he's built a lot of credibility, especially to his MMA record. He's undefeated.
Got the podium.
If you look at his first couple of opponents for his MMA career, you look at him and go. They look at Jack and go, are you guys serious?
I think it's supposed to be.
Cody in the title match. And now what? Justin.
Ooh, that table did not break.
Cody's brother Dustin. That's what Hager's trying to do. At the direction of Chris Jericho. The gut-wrench powerbomb onto the podium.
Didn't they call it the Swagger Bomb in the WWE?
Of the spine on the pine.
No, that was the corner. That was the corner Vader bomb.
He's still no, he is. He's still currently Lucha Underground champion. So, like 2 years.
Cody valiantly tried to
Lucha
fight, but
Underground is
the
still a
North
thing.
just overwhelming him.
What a champion we have. What an AEW champion we have.
AEW is a great wrestler.
Shoot us effect.
Still is not good.
Look at this alliance.
That's stiff.
I know, this is weird. Is this here to heels or is this a stable?
Hager's face.
100% efficiency on that.
Like, where's MJF, you know?
He hits it. It's lights out for his opponent.
We have just seen the destruction.
Well, I was just like Cody that much.
And the Jericho loves it. He's got a monster.
Alright.
And
It
Hager.
gives people wanting to watch.
Yeah.
Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen, what a night. What a night. And we'll see you next week.
Woo! Big Hager. All right.
We'll see you right here.
Hager, yeah, man.
For AEW Dynamite.
So, that was the series premiere of AEW Dynamite.
We the people.
Are surprised that Jack Hager showed up.
I did hear rumors, but it was cool he showed up right at the end.
No, I heard earlier that they signed him, pretty much. That they did sign him to AEW.
Yeah,
So.
we were wondering who's going to be the Lex Luger of this first episode.
And it was
Jake Hager.
old Mr. We the People. Yeah. So, anyways, your overall thoughts before we break it down just a bit. Overall thoughts.
I liked it a lot. It was highly entertaining.
I'd say
good first episode.
Yeah, solid first episode.
The only downside was the really weird choice of going picture in picture during Jericho's attack on Cody.
My biggest problem was them going to commercial the last few matches. Right before the match starts, going to commercial.
That's fine because they're just going to stand around and the match you'll see the full match.
But I don't know, it felt weird. It just felt like this match is about to start, but now we're going to show you like 3 minutes of commercials. It's like...
WWE does that.
Yeah, they don't do it all the time though. They don't really do that all the time, and they don't necessarily... Yeah, they don't do that all the time.
They've done that for wrestling for years. So.
They've done that wrestling for years, true, but they've done it to more lesser matches. They've only done it a handful of times more recently, done it to bigger matches.
Like I read earlier, AEW had to put a commercial space.
Oh no, I don't, like, I'm in the band camp because of my commercials during my shows. That's they need to get paid. You know, that's fine. That makes sense. But like the way they did them, the way where they put them is what.
Well,
like,
I prefer it being before the match starts than during the match. Like the match.
Like the picture-in-picture thing, I'm used to because SmackDown Live used to do that all the time. So like,
which I like, you can see the match.
Yeah, that was fine. I don't mind that. The picture-in-picture, like, though the first, you gotta admit though, the first picture-in-picture was weird.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That was weird.
Yeah. What'd you think of the official theme song for Dynamite?
That's good. Yeah. I liked it. Speaking of which, I like the new opening for Raw, so I'll be interested to hear the new opening for SmackDown.
Yeah. I could quickly go through it. Sammy Cody was a nice opener match.
Yep.
About what we expected, especially near the end. But that's where the picture happened, and then we were like, okay, fine. Before the match, fine.
I feel like that would have really benefited from Jim Ross's commentary of Jericho being a nasty heel. Like he was like, that man has a family. You know, his classic attitude there and stuff.
Cutler MJF was about what we expected.
Yeah.
Cutler shows some promise though. I admit that.
Yeah, it wasn't until squash.
Then we did have some talk about the tag team tournament like we thought. So we had like Chris Van Vliet talk with Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. Then eventually Angelico and Evans got in their face, and then Private Party showed up.
I appreciate that Kevin Smith, unlike most celebrities, he was like, yeah, this is my thing, but I'm here for the wrestling, and I'm a big fan. Like, he's a genuine fan. He's like, my move comes out here. Let's talk about the wrestling.
Then SCU officially announced that it's going to be Kazarian and Daniels in the tournament, pretty much.
It's a classic, too. The former, I think they were called in TNA, they were called Bad Influence? I think so.
Okay. Yeah, that was cool. The Lucha Bros show up, say, we're better than you, ha ha ha, and then they has fight. Then we got Hangman Pac, which I think was the best men's singles match tonight, pretty much. Yeah, that was pretty
was a great
good.
Match.
Nyla Riho, really good.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Really happy Rio's first champ.
Yeah, I was generally surprised, but I'm still happy for Riho that she's the first ever AEW Women's Champion. Mm-hmm. Good for her. Then it's definitely set Nyla up a bit more for storylines down the road.
Like I said, she just needs a little bit more work.
Yeah. 6-man tag. Fuck. This was a whole thing. So, like, 6-man tag was good. Then, like, Moxley showed up, started shit with Omega, and then did the Death Rider on him through a glass coffee table.
I wish they made it really clear why the referee didn't throw the match out.
Yeah, I'm feeling like the AEW refs have discretion, but like
that's a little too much discretion.
That's where I said like maybe it's like discretion wise he thought like he's not part of the match.
It's not like it's a triple threat or fatal four that has no disqualification. It's just a 6-man tag. It's just a regular tag team match. But I think it would have been better if the referee had gotten distracted somehow and then they went off and the referee would just not know where Omega went.
Yeah. That was a good match, especially near the end. But of course, like I said, the heels had to win, so they won. And then we get everybody coming out. We got Cody coming out. We got Dustin coming out. We got Sammy coming out, taking somebody to Dick Kick City, and then somebody taking him to Dick Kick City. Then we got freaking Jack Hager.
The All-American.
The All-American. That's probably going to be an AEW t-shirt.
WWE still has that trademark. WWE forgets about their trademarks, though.
Yeah. So he more or less finished off everybody there, especially Dustin. And I don't know, maybe it sets up for future stories now with the show. But do you think it's a stable, or you think it's just clarifying that this is like the bad guys?
I think they just stable on this. They're the bad guys.
Okay.
I don't see this being a stable. It's like it's too many random members.
Right.
But and it sets up individual feuds. Like you can have Dustin versus Hager. I keep wanting to call him Swagger. I think Jack Swagger's a good name.
You can say Swagger. I'm not gonna belittle you if you just say Swagger.
I just love that name, Jack Swagger. But Jake Hager, you go about his real name. It's better than his legit.
Is it Jack or Jake? I keep on saying Jack.
His WWE name was Jack. His real name was Jake. So in Lucha Underground, he's called Jake Strong.
I'm gonna say Hager then. But yeah, that's cool to see him there. I don't know what else to say about him. by the time I really got into watching wrestling again, he was part of Real Americans, and I thought he was fine. You know, during when I saw him in WWE.
Man, WWE did not take advantage of that tag team.
Yeah, they didn't, but, you know, I thought he was good. I've heard, like he said, with his MMA stuff, he's gotten better, and even here, I can tell he's definitely improved a bit, you know, especially what he did.
Yeah, a lot of fans turn against him around his career because they have WWE pushing a guy too fast, like they always do. But he's always been a good wrestler. He has a good amateur background. He's legit. He's not like some of these other wrestlers WWE forced down his throat. He has a legit amateur background. He's got legit MMA career. He's a guy you know who can legitimately kick your ass. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, and that wrapped it up. And yeah, it was I thought it was a good premiere. There is some work need to be done here and there, like it's still my biggest problem. This was much better. Best production they've had so far for one of their things. There's still stuff to work out, like where to place certain commercials. You know, the picture-in-picture I'm fine with. There was one point where they tried to go picture-in-picture during an actual commercial to put the commercial in.
Yeah, but this was definitely better. Camera work was definitely improved. There were botching moments here and there in a couple of the matches, especially during the women's match.
That comes during the territory of live television.
But
like I said, Nyla, she's hasn't been wrestling too long.
Yeah, but I can of course forgive that because this is their premiere episode. Yeah. So now they have real time to grow over the next few weeks. Yep. Lean into full gear. Hopefully they're not like Hell in a Cell and wait till the last minute to add more matches.
Yeah, it's so weird that only 3 matches and it's this Sunday.
It's gonna be a lot. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of rematches and stuff they're gonna throw in.
And on Raw there was a lot of title matches. There was a U.S. title match. There was a Raw tag team match.
Well, it was the season premiere. Yeah. But overall, good, solid stuff. Definitely potential to grow, and easily can be up there. How did NXT do? You're gonna have to wait and see and find out in our next reaction for that. So until next, so other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about some wrestling, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well. Of course, let us know what you thought of the series premiere episode of AEW Dynamite. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Was there stuff that you know they can improve upon even more? What did you think of the production value compared to the last few AEW events? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you know of our reaction overall. But most importantly, we thank you for watching. And where can they find you, Mr. Nick Slade?
You can find all my fictional work on nicholasslade.com. If you want to check out some articles, including my weekly wrestling blog, Spandex and Suplexes, you can check out floridageekscene.com.
Yeah, so until next time, sorry, this is different. You're used to this every TV, but we do it and on the next time. So on the next time on SRBTV, dealing with some wrestling, we're of course going to be tackling what they call the mini takeover of NXT from October 2nd. So stay tuned for that. But until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Nick.
And that has been a very We the People filled episode of SRB TV. So I and him will see you later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
as well as our other shows,
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can check us out on Twitter,
as well as Stardust,
@SuperReactBros.